Fox News. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff goes to Moscow today as the U.S. keeps pushing a peace plan between Russia and Ukraine.
Our goal here is to end the war.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio had a measured tone when he spoke about the negotiations with a Ukrainian delegation in Florida over the weekend. Rubio is optimistic, but he's also frank that the talks have been complex because they're not only looking to accomplish a short-term goal of stopping the war, they say they're also eyeing a long-term goal with Ukraine's future in mind.
That's Fox's Madeline Rivera. President Trump had a phone call with Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro, but wouldn't say if it was a good or bad discussion, telling reporters on Air Force One last night.
We consider Venezuela to be not a very friendly country. They sent millions of people, really, and probably a number in excess of that.
And he says most of them shouldn't be here, including drug dealers. As the president also posted on Truth Social, airspace over Venezuela is closed as the U.S. military operation continues off the coast, targeting boats smuggling illegal drugs. As for a report, the U.S. conducted a second strike on one boat, killing 2 survivors of the first bombing. The president backs Secretary of War Pete Hegseth's denial.
He said he didn't do it, so I'd have to make that decision.
Well, lawmakers in Congress want more answers. Some suggest a second strike like that could be a war crime. Pope Leo's in Lebanon, urging political leaders there to put differences aside and be true peacemakers. On his first foreign trip, the Pope also advocated for a 2-state solution to settle the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. And speaking of Israel, Fox's Jonathan Savage details the latest in the Prime Minister's corruption case.
The trial of Benjamin Netanyahu has been going on for years, and there's still no end in sight. Now he's formally asked President Isaac Herzog to completely pardon him. Netanyahu's not admitting guilt. He still denies all the corruption charges and says he'd rather see out the legal process, but it claims Israel's national interest demands otherwise.
America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
More snow is on the way. Right now, your radar is clear. It's 22 degrees in the capital city, going up to 34. A winter weather advisory goes into effect tonight at 7. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 6:02.
Light snowfall event is expected here late today, late Monday, into mainly Monday night. And you might have snow falling as early as 4 or 5 p.m. in places like Lafayette, Crawfordsville, maybe even over to Kokomo by 5 p.m.
Forecaster Alex McGinnis at the National Weather Service, he says snow likely won't reach the Indy Metro until the tail end of evening rush.
See how that times out. But certainly going into the evening and then also into the overnight, snow will then taper off from west to east pre-dawn.
And McGinnis says more snow expected Wednesday, which will likely be the coldest day of the week. Sunday at Lucas Oil Stadium.
Final score on the Rupp Mortgage scoreboard. It's the Houston Texans 20 and the Indianapolis Colts 16.
Matt Taylor on the Ascension St. Vincent Radio Network. It is the Colts' second straight loss.
Coming in tomorrow, I definitely expect a high sense of urgency and you know, guys being ready, eager to correct what we need to correct and improve.
That's quarterback Daniel Jones. The Colts losing, Jacksonville Jaguars winning. So Jacksonville is now in first place. Both teams are 8-4, but Jacksonville owns the tiebreaker because of a better record in common games. They play each other on Sunday in Jacksonville at 1 o'clock. A man is in bad shape this morning after police say he was shot on Indy's far east side in a neighborhood not far from East 30th and North German Church Road. A state senator says he is a no on mid-cycle redistricting because of a derogatory term that President Trump used.
In a social media post made on Friday, Republican Senator Mike Pachacek referred to himself as an unapologetic advocate for people with intellectual disabilities. And after President Trump used a derogatory slur when talking about Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, that made the senator come to a decision on redrawing the state's congressional maps. One of Pachacek's daughters has Down syndrome. He called the president's choice of words insulting and now plans to vote no on mid-decade redistricting. The Indiana State Senate is scheduled to reconvene on Monday, December 8th. Jarrett Lewis, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
And the Indiana Pacers are back at home tonight against the Cleveland Cavaliers. They'll throw the ball up at 7 o'clock. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic and weather together in 1 minute on a Monday morning at 6:04.
Well, the holidays are officially here, and that means 2 things. Someone's going to bring a casserole nobody asked for, and your carpets are about to take a beating. Don't let Thanksgiving spills leave a stain on your holidays. Call my friends at Zerorez. Their patented cleaning technology lifts out even the toughest spilled food disasters without soap or residue, so your home stays cleaner longer. And trust me, I know spills. It was all going perfectly until Uncle Sullivan dropped the gravy boat, and then Aunt Terry sat down on the couch like she was testing the shock absorbers. There's no better way to get cozy in your home than having it actually clean. Not deal of the day carpet cleaner clean, I mean Zero Res clean. Safe and effective. Black Friday, Cyber Monday deal, get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $119, plus $75 off air duct cleaning. And this is valid November 24th through the 30th. So call them, 317-388-5141. Visit ZeroResIndy.com. Ask for the WIBC special.
All right, interstates look okay here at the moment as we check out northbound 65 through the construction. No problems right now as you move your way up from Raymond Street into the south split. No slowdowns yet, but they will accumulate as the morning progresses. Everything out to the airport from downtown looking fine on westbound 79-minute trip right now. Meridian out to the airport collector with Ronald Reagan. Traffic sponsored by Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield. Anthem Blue Cross and Blue Shield brings whole health to Brookside 54 with a food pantry, nutrition tips, and a new fitness space for teachers through Impact Fitness Foundation. Learn more at anthem.com/Indy/community. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Marcus Bailey, Wish TV meteorologist. What's happening?
It's actually Ryan Morris for today.
Oh, sorry, Ryan. I was used to the early morning weather being subpar, but now it's we're going to be batting at least 265 this week. What's up?
We got a lot to talk about over the next couple of days, but we'll start with, we got a slushy 2 inches this past weekend. A lot of that is no longer on the ground because it melted. So going into today, we've had some drops in visibility, especially north of I-70 where the snowpack was much larger. Lafayette got 7.8 this past weekend, Kokomo 6.5. That's where dense fog has developed. There aren't any advisories, but watching areas of fog north of I-70 this morning. Cloudy skies in place for tonight. Winter weather advisory goes into effect tonight. We're going to have light to moderate snow impacting our area tonight into the early morning hours on Tuesday. Shouldn't be around for Tuesday morning's commute. Temperatures today in the lower 30s. And this system will be different for tonight in the fact it will remain all snow for central Indiana, so we're not going to see any sort of transition to rain. 1 to 3 inches of snow expected with some locally higher amounts. As we're going into Tuesday, mostly cloudy skies, temperatures in the upper 20s, and Wednesday, partly cloudy with highs in the mid-30s.
So what we get tonight, this snow tonight, you think sticks around because of the cold to have an effect on the morning commute tomorrow?
Yeah, we'll see. The snow showers themselves won't be around for tomorrow morning. It's just how quickly they clean it up. We should be wrapping up in the Indy metro area, say 3, 4 o'clock in the morning tomorrow morning. So hopefully it's cleaned up by the time we get into the morning commute.
That right there is Ryan Morse of Wish TV. Ryan, appreciate it, man, and I apologize for getting the whole thing incorrect there when we started. 19 incredibly awful degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. Did you miss Carl, everybody? He missed you. The time is 6:08. The holiday spend is ridiculously large. But the holiday spend is coming off of luxury goods. Now, this is a different story than what we're seeing in the world of crypto, but I think a large part of this spend, my concern is people got it done early, as in they're done. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. Great to be with you. How big? Black Friday, online only, $11.8 billion. Now you're saying to me, okay, Tony, that sounds like a lot of money, but I don't know where it was. That's absolutely correct. I can understand not knowing where it was. That is up 9.1% from last year. And the spends expected over the weekend was about $11.4 billion. Salesforce predicts $18 billion in total Black Friday spending. So shoppers bought more luxury things, but what they did is buy less of the things. Now, that's a little something we could see, we could understand, we could kind of get our heads around. What I can't get my head around is the number. Cyber Monday today, right? Oh, this is the day that you go to Amazon as opposed to every other day of the year, expecting $14.2 billion in online sales. I look at these numbers, we talk about these numbers, and people can disagree. The numbers don't look great. They don't. They just don't. So what exactly is going on that the spend could be this high? And that's where I come to, am I looking at the spending happening now and not happening later? Will this be the totality of the holiday spend? Don't know. What I do know is because of the insanity of the weather on Saturday, a lot of small business Saturday stuff got screwed up. So you're not done. You got to go visit your small businesses. I stopped by Andy Moore Ford on Saturday. I stopped by PA Jewelers and Premier Arms on Saturday. You got to go. You got to go, and you got to visit, and you got to shop. The small business matters. We want them around tomorrow. So get to it. It's cold, but you can handle a little bit of cold. I have faith in you. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
This is Gary Dick, Hoosiers and Holiday Shopping at 632. Join the Indiana Lawyer December 9th for the inaugural Indiana Lawyer Power Breakfast. RSVP now at ibj.com/events.
Applied Innovation customer Tom Cripps, CFO with Hungerford CPAs and Advisors, depends heavily on Applied Innovation during tax season for copiers, printers, and also secure shredding services.
We have a heavy need during tax season for a lot of documents that we need to confidentially dispose of.
Applied Innovation keeps your business up and running during critical times?
Absolutely. I mean, they've been great, and the service has been second to none.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust.
Bottom line benefit is fast service, keeping the business up and running in efficient times and times that we need to get things done quickly. And I would say that trust relationship with Applied that they've provided with us and us with them, that we can count on them when we need to.
Applied Innovation, people you can count on. Call today 800-521-0983 or visit appliedinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, fast, friendly, amazing.
Hi, I'm Scott Wilson, third generation owner of Wilson Farm Market, just 15 minutes north of 465, right on US 31. If you love fried chicken, we've got you covered. Crispy, juicy, made fresh daily, and it comes with sides like mashed potatoes, potato wedges, mac and cheese, and way more. And now through the end of Radiothon, we're donating 10% of all our fried chicken sales to the Salvation Army. Wilson Farm Market, where good taste runs in the family. Just 15 minutes north of 465 on 31.
It's the season of giving, so why not give yourself something that lasts? Now through December 15th, Financial Center is offering mortgage and refinance rates as low as 5.50% or 5.9% APR, helping you save more for years to come. Financial Center makes things easy with local experts and options for every homeowner. Start now at fcfcu.com/mortgage. That's fcfcu.com/mortgage. Subject to underwriting guidelines. Not all will qualify. Equal opportunity lender. See website for terms and conditions and MLS number 509724.
Monday is your last chance to take advantage of the Pacers Gold Friday ticket deals. It's also in the blue and gold to have a big matchup with the Cavs.
Here comes Nembhard. Sidesteps Cunningham in on the left side with the left hand. Duran in his face, but he scored anyway.
Catch this Central Division showdown when the Pacers collide with the Cavs Monday at 7.
Count it! Jackson lays it in and draws a foul.
Get your tickets at Pacers.com/tickets. Pacers Cavs, Monday at 7.
Tune in Saturdays 9 to 1 for the Home and Garden Show for advice and fun, brought to you by Michaelis. Water, storms, fire, and wet basements. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it.
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Baer, what are you doing?
All right, Tony, interstates look pretpretty good right now as far as delays go. Westbound 70 coming in without any problems right now through the construction from State Road 9 to 465. I-70 on the east side, then 5 minutes into the north split. Everything coming in from Fishers right now. I don't see any issues here. Inbound 69, 5 minutes down from State Road 37 to 465. Traffic sponsored by Mattress Firm. Score huge deals and better sleep at Mattress Firm's Black Friday sale. Their sleep experts will find the perfect bed for your unique needs. Mattress Firm. They make sleep easy. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got ourselves 19 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:15.
Comcast Business is celebrating the holidays by giving your business the $1,000 holiday bonus when you switch to a gig speed internet package. Just imagine the thousands of possibilities of a $1,000 prepaid card. Like possibility number 12, the new laptop for the office holiday hero. Or possibility number 108, smart speakers to deck those hallways. Or possibility number 192, new equipment for the new year. Or possibility number 555, Bluetooth holiday lights for office decor. Switch to Comcast Business, designed for 100% reliability with business internet and wireless connect, plus advanced cybersecurity, and now get the $1,000 holiday bonus. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Ends 12/14/25. New customers only with 2-year agreement. Requires qualifying gig package. Other restrictions apply.
An official message from Medicare.
Medicare plans change from one year to the next. And this year, it's important for you to review your current coverage and compare all your options during Medicare open enrollment. Compare health plans, drug coverage, and costs. See if you can save some money, and don't forget to make sure your drugs are covered. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Visit Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Inside Indiana Business Radio, the news you need to get ahead. Indiana's business news leader, weekdays at 6:32 a.m. and 5:56 p.m. on WIBC.
So as you heard Ryan Moore say, we are not done with the weather just yet. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be here. Good to be with you. We will get into more of the redistricting talk. We have another state senator, what was a pipe bomb? Not found, but it was a threat at the home of another state senator. This is madness. It's redistricting, people. It's not the stuff of threats. However, I'm going to ask again out loud, why don't we have an arrest in any of these cases? What's happening? How come no reporters asked the question? Where are the arrests in all these cases regarding redistricting where there's been a swatting or something else? Where are the arrests? We don't know. We don't have the phone records. We don't have email records. I'm sorry, I don't accept. Where are the arrests? And where is Governor Braun? Where's Lieutenant Governor Beckwith? Lord only knows. Oh, wait, if you go to social media, he's probably there trying to look good. Where are they to say, where are the arrests? Oh, and if Lieutenant Governor has any problem with what I said, I'm right. He acts like an influencer, not a Lieutenant Governor. It's an issue. It's an issue. If I can read the New York Post story this morning from Miranda Devine about a report that's been put out that says there's total dysfunction in the FBI, because Kash Patel, the FBI director, is more interested in how he is perceived than he is in doing the job, and he's in over his head. I'll say to you, I think that's possible. Of course I would think that's possible. His expertise in running the FBI, not great. His willingness to root out the horrid, I at least had faith in. And if that's not happening, well, then he's got to go. It tried to tie Bongino into that, and I'm not 100% sure Bongino is that. That has not been my analysis. He didn't need this gig. Kash Patel may very well have needed this gig, but neither here nor there. The point that I make forgive my offshoot here, is that I want to know whether or not we've got people up to the task. I can't say it about Michael Beckwith. Of course I can. He thinks I'm arrogant. Who cares? I think I want a lieutenant governor doing the job. Look, I guess we both didn't get what we wanted. But where are the arrests? You've got people swatting state senators in Indiana. Where are the arrests? And if you give me anything other than they'll be here in 3 days and a specific, here's what we're doing. Well, these things are hard. Well, Tony, you don't understand. People are going to start saying, I don't believe this stuff. That's what's going to happen. You made the claim to engage pressure. We don't have one arrest, not 100 arrests, not all of them. Everyone has figured out how to do this in a way where they can't be found. I'm the only person, I guess, still interested in a level of journalisming. Okay? It's you and me, guys. We're the only people who have any bit of curiosity left in us. But this was about the weather. We're going to see snow tonight into tomorrow. Should it be cleaned up from the morning commute? Yeah, that's what Ryan Morse said. Do I believe it? Well, I think that's a whole nother thing going on right there.
Hey, Mayor Joe! Mayor, we got snow coming. We need some salt on the roadways.
How were the roads? Did anybody have issues? I was on them Saturday during the snow. There were places I thought should have been more plowed and weren't, but it was still happening in the plows. At least I did see them out there, so I leave it at that. I don't think I'm going to be screaming too much, but I don't live on a side street in Indianapolis, so I don't know if those were ignored once again. What is not being ignored is this buildup near Venezuela. You have 11 U.S. warships and 15,000 troops now in the Caribbean. Now, I will tell you that there is an interesting part two to this story on the other side of the globe. Japan is not giving in to the idea of China being the hegemonic power. I want you to put that away for now. We'll get to it a little bit later. 11 U.S. warships and 15,000 troops. According to multiple sources, Trump has given Maduro the ultimatum. You can leave Venezuela, you and your family will get safe passage. But now, that's a statement. And this goes back to the idea of, are we at war with Venezuela? The drug running and everything else. This leads to a conversation about the double tap. And you say to me, Tony, this is a kid-friendly show. The double tap story is about whether or not there was an order to take out one of these drug boats. There were survivors from the first hit on the drug boat. And did the United States military go back and kill the survivors? Who, according to one report I think is put up by the Washington Post, survivors clinging to the wreckage. I want to start with a place where I start. I'm only interested in the law and our standards. I am not interested in any heartstrings. You've come to try and do us wrong. You've come to try and harm us. You should expect bad things to happen to you. If you block traffic for your nonsense climate rally or your support of terrorists like Hamas, you get run over and you walk with a limp for the rest of your days. I shouldn't say you. I'll say them. If they walk with a limp for the rest of their days, don't ask me to feel bad for them. You did this to you. You believed yourself more important and more powerful than everybody else. You believed your interests outweighed everybody else's interests. Bad things happen. That's what happened. You violated the law. You put people in danger by doing it. And drug runners? Nah. Do I believe they're drug runners? Absolutely. The idea of going back and taking another shot. Now, Trump is saying, listen, Hegseth told me he didn't order it. I'm moving on from this whole conversation. That is giving yourself a bit of plausible deniability. It is what it is. We should not kid ourselves here. I do not know whether there's an illegality here. I'm going to say that again. I don't know. I know what people could say, and their argument is, how dare we? That is about a standard. Now, that's a different conversation. Is this what we do? What should we have done in that situation? Gone and picked them up, sent them back to Venezuela, put them in jail, etc. Because a report comes out from the Washington Post does not mean I believe it. So I put myself in that camp as well. I want to know what the law is. I want to know what the standard is. I could absolutely see Americans saying, whoa, we took out the boat. These guys survived. Go get the guys. If I have 17 levels of precedent of, oh, no, and here's why, that would be something different. So what is the law? What is the standard? These are the questions that I'm asking. I'm trying to get answers to from sources I know, like, and trust. Sources that I can actually have faith in and I don't mind bringing to you. But all of this leads us to the fact that aren't we at war with Venezuela? And why is it that we're the only ones saying so? Congress isn't saying so. Oh, they've been complaining. But where have they been to say, hey, President Trump, this ends right now. You need to come to us and declare war. Enough of this. That hasn't come. That's interesting, too. Matt Bear has got traffic. What's up, Matty Boo Boo?
Interstate's looking pretty good right now as we check inbound 69, just 5 minutes down State Road 37 to 465. And everything coming in from Boone County, no problems here as you make your way southbound 65. From Lebanon to 865, the doglegging continuing to the north split, no problems at all. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. She's too special for an average gift. See Pierce Jewelers for the breathtaking sparkle in their rare, one-of-a-kind, fancy colored diamond collection. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. See the Pierce Jewelers. See the diamonds at Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
By the time this ad ends, Washington will have burned through millions of your dollars. That's not how we do things in Indiana. I'm Congressman Jefferson Shreve, bringing Hoosier common sense to Washington. I passed legislation to cut waste, save taxpayers millions, and deliver real tax relief for workers and families. Less waste, more money in your pocket.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Garage door problems? Call today for service today. Garage Doors of Indianapolis services all makes of garage doors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Call today for service today. 875-4577. Call today for service today. Get it fixed right now. Call Garage Doors of Indianapolis at 875-4577 or visit doorstoday.com.
In the morning, call 875-4577. Service today. Today.
It's cold out there, and if you spent all last winter thinking that it was time to replace your windows, but you didn't want to spend the money or have your windows done in the middle of winter, it's good you waited, because right now during Window Nation's end-of-year sale, get 50% off, plus you could get 0% interest for 5 years. Not only could you get affordable custom windows, but shorter wait times mean you'll get them fast. And Window Nation will install them in 1 day while keeping your house warm and dry.
And once they're installed, your new windows instantly stop those bitter, freezing drafts that come into your house. They're backed with a lifetime warranty, and you're going to save money on your monthly utility bills. It's no wonder Window Nation has over 45,000 5-star reviews. Don't wait to put an end to your window problems. Ask about the big Window Nation end of the year sale. Your chance to save 50% off all style of windows plus 0% financing for 5 years. Visit windownation.com.
If Ernest Hemingway was alive today, would he say this to you?
Shakespeare, Mark Twain, Edgar Allan Poe, all great writers. And after reading your book, I simply must add you to the list.
Wait, you don't have a book yet, so make a free call to Page Publishing. Turn your book idea into publishing gold.
800-215-6818. 800-215-6818. That's 800-215-6818.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Shots fired and a large police presence. Radar clear right now, 23 degrees, going up to 32. I'm Ryan Hedrick for Window Nation. Here's what's trending at 6:30.
This is very rare for this area. This establishment's been here for many, many years. We've not had issues like this in Fishers. We don't have issues like this here. This is very tragic. A man lost his life.
Fishers police holding a press conference just a few minutes ago talking about a shooting that left a man dead inside Britain's Tavern. They say the investigation continues. A winter weather advisory kicks in tonight for parts of Indiana and for other areas in Indiana tomorrow morning.
Forecasters are looking at another system moving in to kick off the week, and it's expected to bring more snow starting Monday night.
In the forecast, we have 90 to 100% chance of precipitation Monday night into Tuesday, and that could be another 1 to 3 inches.
Matt Eckhoff with the National Weather Service in Indianapolis reminds drivers to only use the roads if they have to after multiple accidents over the weekend.
And that's Jake McDaniel reporting. State Senator Mike Bohachik says that he is a no on redistricting, citing derogatory terms used by President Trump in a Truth Social post made on Thanksgiving. Tensions between the U.S. and Venezuela appear to be escalating. President Trump says there's nothing to read into his recent remarks about the South American nation's airspace. Speaking to reporters aboard Air Force One yesterday, he was asked whether an airstrike was imminent, and he did not answer. Luigi Mangione back in court today. The judge has ordered a pretrial hearing in New York State's case against Mangione. He's pleading not guilty to murdering United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson in Midtown Manhattan last December. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com. Traffic, weather, and sports together in 3 minutes. It's 6:32.
This is Inside Indiana Business Radio. I'm Gary Dick. Economists suggest Hoosier consumers will be cautious when it comes to spending this holiday shopping season. Nationally, sales are expected to exceed $1 trillion for the first time. But economic uncertainty is weighing on consumers, says IU Kelly retail expert John Talbot.
I think consumers are careful. The National Retail Federation expects this to be the largest spend of all time.
Right.
But consumers are cautious at all income levels. Both those that have more capacity to spend are being more judicious, and then those that are more difficult economic circumstances are going to really watch their pennies this year.
The interim president of the Fort Wayne Common Council is asking Google to hold a public forum to address concerns from residents over a new development related to the company's $2 billion data center currently under construction. Google has filed a request to the Indiana Department of Environmental Management for an air permit that would allow for the acquisition of 179 backup diesel generators to be used at that site. The LaPorte County Plan Commission has formed a committee designed to explore a potential new ordinance related to data center development there. Our partners at WSBT TV, Channel 22, report county leaders are looking to restrict where such large-scale projects could be located and how they would impact the county. From the state's #1 source for Indiana business news, you're listening to Inside Indiana Business Radio.
Get 50% off a subscription to IBJ and Inside Indiana Business. This Cyber Week only, get unlimited digital access and the award-winning IBJ newspaper at half off. Stay ahead with the stories, insights, and trends shaping Indiana business. But hurry, this deal ends December 5th at midnight. Visit IBJ.com/Cyberweek to get 50% off your subscription today.
Central Indiana is on the move, and the next big conversation is happening in Indianapolis. Join business and community leaders at Innovate Central Indiana, a powerful morning of ideas, innovation, and insight. Join us at the Westin in downtown Indy, December 11th, all part of our Innovate Indiana series presented by Indiana University and Old National Bank. RSVP now at ibj.com/innovate. Sorterra Technologies, Inc., an aluminum sorting company headquartered in the northeast Indiana town of Markle, has closed on a $45 million round of funding. The company plans to use the funding to expand its footprint with a new processing facility in Lebanon, Tennessee, just east of Nashville, and create about 40 jobs. The investment comes just 2 years after Sortera closed on a $30 million Series C round of funding. This is Gary Dick for 93 WIBC.
All right, northwest side, this is a crash going northbound to 465 after the I-65 interchange. The right lane is blocked, and right now we have a slowdown past the interstate. Change, not quite to West 56th Street, but it is a little bit slow in that northbound direction. Also northbound 65, the ramp to northbound 465 on the northwest side is slow because of that crash. South side, northbound 65 slow Raymond into the south split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. See the diamonds at Pierce Jewelers. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They shop the world to bring you the best. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
It's cold out there, Matt Bear.
Freezing.
Ridiculous.
Ah!
How rough was it coming in today?
No, it was brutal. Actually, the roads were really good. The downtown streets, and that's weird to say about downtown streets, but they were good. Snow clear for the most part.
Would you say you love the downtown streets?
I mean, it's home. You don't love the streets because the streets are always bad, but it's home. You know, you accept things out of home, you know. I mean,
if you said you loved anything, what do you love more? The people of WIBC or the downtown streets?
Oh, man, that's a tough one. I'd say the people of WIBC, yeah. But I do love streets. I love sitting on them. I love driving on them. They're a lot of fun for me.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, but it's just streets.
19 degrees and a look inside Matt Bear's psyche. You tell me which one's colder.
Thank you.
19 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. You're welcome. The time is 6:37. A check on sports. Ryan Hedrick, what's going on?
Tony Katz, good morning. 3 AFC South teams, including the Colts, sit within one game of each other after Indy's 20-16 loss to the Houston Texans Sunday. It is the Colts' second straight loss, and head coach Shane Steichen said the offense is flatlined.
I think early on, we were 0 for 5 on third downs early on, so we got to be better there to maintain drives. Efficiency on first and second down. Don't put ourselves in, second and long situations. So we got to get back on track there for sure.
And so with the Colts losing, Jacksonville winning on Sunday, the Jags are in first place. Both teams 8-4, but Jacksonville owns the tiebreaker because of a better record in common games. They play each other on Sunday in Jacksonville at 1 o'clock. College football, second-ranked IU takes on Ohio State for the Big Ten Championship Saturday night at Lucas Oil Stadium. Both teams coming at 12-0. It's the first time ever IU has finished the regular season unbeaten. Kickoff at 8, and the Indiana Pacers get back to work tonight against the Cleveland Cavs at home. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com.
She's too special for just an average gift. See Pierce Jewelers for the breathtaking sparkle in their rare, one-of-a-kind, fancy colored diamond collection. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
It started off as a drip, so Washington ignored the problem for decades. Then suddenly the pipe burst, and illegal immigrants poured into our country across our southern border. But no more. Thanks to President Donald Trump and Congressman Jim Baird, the pipe has been fixed for good. In Congress, Baird worked to pass legislation that, according to the House Homeland Security Committee Majority Office, provides funding for the removal of millions of criminal illegal aliens across the country, allows for the completion of President Trump's border wall, authorizes the hiring of thousands of new ICE personnel, Customs and Border Protection officers, and Border Patrol agents, and stops the flow of deadly fentanyl into Indiana. To learn more about how President Trump and Congressman Jim Baird are solving America's immigration crisis and keeping our communities safe, call Congressman Baird's office at 317-563-5567 or visit baird.house.gov.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
The holidays are here. Is endless hot water at the top of your Christmas wish list? Luckily, my friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling are offering an amazing special during the holiday season. $1,000 off a tankless water heater. Give the gift of endless hot water and save $1,000 by calling Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling today. Stay warm this holiday season with endless hot water from Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Give them a call at 641-HOPE. That's 641-HOPE.
With Steel, batteries are included. This holiday season, give a gift that's ready to go right out of the box. For everything from cleaning up the yard to cutting up firewood, Steel tools check off the wish list and knock out the to-do list. And right now, buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit SteelUSA.com for holiday deals and gift ideas. Happy holidays from Steel. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
It's B Windows' biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com.
Trust me.
It's not every day that I get to introduce something new to Tony Katz in the Morning News, but this December, I wanted everybody to be in the holiday spirit. I wanted everybody to feel good. I wanted absolutely everyone to be like, you know what? It's Christmas time. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. But how could I, Tony Katz, be the guy to bring this to you? And that's when I invented a new segment just for the month of December. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Jews Playing Christmas Tunes.
Jews playing Christmas tunes. What a delight. Strings and bells, it's a holly jolly night. Ooh, yeah. So turn that radio up, it's totally in the groove. Even that sugar would quell and start to move. Ooh, yeah. Jews playing Christmas tunes. We're rocking the season. Miss Sugar.
So here's how we play Jews Playing Christmas Tunes. Oh, no, I have some other versions of it, but you won't hear those right now. I have a selection of Christmas songs that were either written or performed by people who are Jewish. You know that I'm Jewish, and I just want you to be in the Christmas season. So we go back to, wait, what year was this done? What year? Well, it comes from the movie The Lemon Drop Kid in 1951. Jay Livingston, who is Jewish, Ray Evans, not Jewish, they wrote the song. A little Christmas music to get you in the mood. This is Silver Bells. The Andy Williams version.
Silver bells, silver bells, it's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day. City sidewalks, busy sidewalks, dressed in holiday style. In the air, there's a feeling of Christmas. Children laughing, people passing, meeting smile after smile, and on every street corner you'll hear silver bells, silver bells. It's Christmas time in the city. Ring-a-ling, hear them ring. Soon it will be Christmas Day.
Just a little something.
Strings of street
Just a little something to get you in the holiday mood, get you a little festive, get it all going. Jews Playing Christmas Tunes. LD Smith Plumbing wants to know if the jingle is available as a ringtone. I can make that happen. Happen. We'll be doing this quite often through the month of December. It has quickly become one of Matt Bear's all-time favorite moments on the show. Don't forget to send your emails if you have any emails to send to jmv@yahoo.com, and we'll be sure to get right on those. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s.
Yes, Tony. Northbound, it's beautiful sun. Northbound 65 on the south side, stop and go traffic before Raymond into the south split because of construction and a crash on the northwest side. It's northbound 465 after the 65 interchange, and the right lane is blocked. Traffic stop and go past West 56th Street. Almost to west of 38th, and we are slow on that exit from northbound 65 to northbound 465. There's a waiting list for that. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. She's too special for just an average gift. See Pierce Jewelers for the breathtaking sparkle in their rare, one-of-a-kind, fancy colored diamond collection. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
19 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 6:45.
Santa's checking his list, and the Hoosiers keep landing on the nice and nasty list. Nice hustle. Nasty from downtown.
And three-pointer on the way.
Yes! Coach Darren DeVries has a workshop full of sharpshooters and high flyers, stacking up wins like gifts under the tree. Grab the cocoa and enjoy some holiday hoops. IU versus Minnesota, Wednesday at 7 on your home for Hoosiers basketball. 93 WIBC.
Guys, you've heard of TRT, but you have no idea what testosterone can do for you. Once you start treatment, you'll wish you'd done it sooner.
Now you can take the TRT test free at Synergen X and the Low T Center. Walk in before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com.
Picture this. Your career ends, your paycheck stops. Suddenly you're conducting your retirement with no sheet music. Don't let that happen. I'm Jason Hutchins, and after years of guiding Hoosier families through retirement planning, I put together some of the most important lessons into one simple, easy-to-read book, Orchestrate Your Retirement, a guide to composing a financially tuned plan. Get a copy mailed to you at no cost. Call 317-660-929. That's 317-660-929. This book is packed with real-world stories and strategies on income, Social Security, taxes, and how to protect what you've worked so hard to build. Call Guardian Wells Financial at 317-660-929. That's 660-929 and ask for your copy. No pressure, no strings attached. Supplies are limited, so when they're gone, they're gone. Orchestrate your retirement. The rhythm of your future starts here.
Investment advisory services offered through Creative One Wealth LLC, a registered investment advisor. Guardian Wells Financial is not affiliated with Creative One Wealth or with any government agency. Licensed insurance professionals.
Hey, this is Spencer Thompson at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus. The year-end clearance sale is here, and before we turn 99 years old, we're slashing prices up to 50% off brands like Lazy Boy, Smith Brothers, Flex Steel, even Tempur-Pedic floor samples. Rock bottom prices plus interest-free financing, cash discounts, and free delivery within 75 miles of Columbus. Hurry! The lowest prices of 2025 in Monday only at Thompson Furniture and Mattress in Columbus.
Attention, Indiana homeowners. Are you tired of avoiding your wet basement? Hi, I'm Mike Smith with Swingco Crawl Space and Basement Repair, your real, local, Indiana family-owned experts. Imagine all the possibilities of a guaranteed dry basement, a cozy new family room, a home gym, or even a new office. And with no interest, no payment financing, you don't have to break the bank to do it. Make the most of your basement today. Call Swingco 317-407-1868 or swingcollc.com.
It's not too late to score on Pacers Gold Friday deals. More games, more deals. Get your tickets before they're gone.
Siakam versus Sims. He'll challenge Sims, and he'll shoot from the foul line and score.
Pacers Gold Friday, presented by KeyBank, continues through Monday night. Tickets starting at just $5. Tickets are limited, so get your tickets at Pacers.com/Gold Friday.
Here comes Indiana again, and Siakam throws it down.
That's Pacers.com/Gold Friday.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRANGER, click Granger.com, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
Listen to Hammer and Nigel all this week for your chance to win a pair of tickets to see Leonard Skinner and Foreigner with Six Gun Sally, Friday, August 7th at Ruoff Music Center.
I got a woman way over town that's good to me. Oh, yeah.
The New York Times picked up the story of Minnesota fraud. And the story is exactly as we discussed it last week. A horrifying example of what happens when you do not accept the fact that some people lie, and you do not accept the fact that some people are incompatible with us, Western civilization. That some people come from cultures that simply cannot work in the United States. And it is not bigoted or racist to say so. I'm not interested in the people who want to scream it. Go ahead. The facts are the facts. And the facts are there are a tremendous number of Somalis who came to the United States, Somalis meaning people from Somalia, set up shop, set up businesses, took advantage of our hospitality. And then when COVID came, set up fraudulent schemes to bilk taxpayers out of millions of dollars, claiming they were feeding 18,000 kids a day from centers where they never fed anybody. And some of that money did make its way back to Somalia. There's a question of whether or not it did indeed get in the hands of Al-Shabaab, a terrorist organization. But in any case, it came from this group of people in Minnesota in this conversation. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. When they're an American citizen, they go to jail. When they're not an American citizen, they get deported. Not interested in hearing other people's thoughts on this. Just don't care. Because there is no other argument. You're just saying that because they're brown. No, they happen to be brown. They stole. I don't give a damn. They don't get any special treatment because of the color of their skin, which is what they wanted. Because as the reporting goes, Minnesota has this program that they put together to say, hey, we're socialists. No, really, we are. And they had put $2 million towards this program. And the money got so insane so quick. They were spending more on these help programs, which never help, than they were on the Department of Corrections in the state. That's how much money was being spent. Fleeced from the Minnesota taxpayer, which votes for garbage, and how am I supposed to feel bad? But not everybody votes for garbage, and for them I feel bad, so we have the conversation. They were getting fleeced left and right. In Minnesota, they started noticing this. So what did the Somali community say? If you even think about talking about us, we'll call you racist and we'll damage your careers. So what did Minnesota officials do? Nothing. Cowardice. Fear. Isn't cowardice and fear the conversation that will prevent people from saying these Afghans that we brought in to the United States, they all got to go? I have 2 National Guard troops shot, 1 woman, a 20-year-old named Sarah Beckstrom, killed. I'm the guy who said on this show, they worked with the U.S. military. We promised them you can't just leave them to die in Afghanistan. Never dawned on me that the military wouldn't vet them. We wouldn't check, double check, and recheck, because we didn't, and all of that was a lie. And now we know you can't have Afghans in the United States. Sorry. Oh, Tony, how dare you? That's so bigoted. Stop it with the madness. I have multiple instances of attacks on law enforcement from Afghan nationals. There's a connection point between them and the Somalis. There's a connection point regarding culture and something that they call religion, which is actually a political system. If other people want to scream racism, let them. Reality states that we have a problem. That the Somali community in Minneapolis are liars, certainly not all, but too many, and frauds. And the people involved have to go to jail. And what we have to say is, We're done. We don't take those people in anymore. You've proven it to us. You do not want to be Americans the way we are Americans, and you do not want to treat our country well. You think you can abuse us and we have to take it. The answer is no. No one ever said we couldn't have a standard. We can, we should implement it. Remember that on Election Day in November. More on that Minnesota story on Tony Katz today at noon. Be sure to tune in. Matt Baer has traffic.
Northwest side crash northbound 465 after I-65. 2 right lanes are blocked and traffic is jammed past West 38th Street, an 11-minute delay time. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. She's too special for just an average gift. See Pierce Jewelers for the breathtaking sparkle in their rare one-of-a-kind fancy colored diamond collection. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Baer. Traffic on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
By now, you've heard about IndianaUnclaimed.gov. It's a way to claim your unclaimed property from the Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division. It's not a scam. It's not houses, boats, cars, or storage facilities. It isn't free money. So what exactly is it? It's your money. It belongs to you, and it's waiting for you to claim it. It's money from unclaimed wages or commissions, forgotten bank accounts, underlying shares, refunds, insurance proceeds, stock dividends, safe deposit box contents, overpayments, certificates of deposit, money orders, and more. The Indiana Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division safeguards those funds while trying to locate and return those funds to the owner or heir. It's your money, you deserve it, and the Attorney General's office wants to make sure you get it. The Attorney General's Unclaimed Property Division has over $800 million just waiting to be claimed. Text Tony Katz to 46220. That's Tony Katz to 46220. Or visit IndianaUnclaimed.gov to claim yours today.
I'm with Applied Innovation customer Jeremy Gump, Chief Administrative Officer for GT Independence, a company with over 900 employees nationwide.
We have a very significant end-of-year or beginning-of-year printing job that we do.
When your previous vendor and equipment couldn't perform, you contacted Applied Innovation.
And at that point, he got the right people in touch with us, and Applied Innovation helped us scale and automate this very complex year-end printing process. And more importantly, their support is fast and reliable every single day.
Sounds like Applied Innovation has become an important partner.
Absolutely. I would describe that as a partnership. Yes. They understand our business very well.
So you're sold on Applied Innovation?
Yes. Yes. When I get the opportunity, whether it's our local school districts or other local businesses, I'm quick to recommend Applied Innovation.
Make your complex job simple. Call Applied Innovation today, 800-521-0983, or visit applieddinnovation.com.
Mark Dietel, the only real estate expert I trust and recommend with the sale of my home. Neil in Indy had already moved and listed his old house with an agent friend for like 60 days. He wasn't happy. He decided to go with Mark Dietel, and after about 15 days on the market, Mark Dietel's team sold Neil's house as is for the price he needed.
Mark Dietel is the only real estate expert we trust and recommend on the Hammer and Nigel show, and it's the guarantee that separates Mark Dietel from the competition. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You pick the move date, no long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. Nobody does it better than Mark Dietel. Contact him today, 317-755-4232. 755-4232, or go to markdietel.com. That's Mark, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com.
So Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $29.95 a month for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This top-tier plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you'll save over 50% every month for the rest of your life. You might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer expires 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
Hey, Pat Sullivan here with a special message from my friends at Hope Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
Thanks, Pat.
Jack Hope here. 2025 was a year of growth for us as we added HVAC and electrical services to our business. This growth was due in large part to customers like you. Your support, your loyalty, and your trust has shaped Hope Plumbing, Heating and Cooling into who we are today. Thank you for making this year one to remember and for continuing to welcome us into your homes.
Coming up in 2 minutes, Central Indiana Police in 2 different areas looking into 2 different shootings. We'll tell you what they know, what forecasters are saying about snow chances later today, and what happened to the Indianapolis Colts against the Houston Texans. Those stories after Fox News from the Technology Recycler Studios. You're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1, Indianapolis at 7 o'clock.
More talks in Moscow. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
I think that there's a good chance we can make a deal.
President Trump's optimistic as his special envoy Steve Witkoff goes to Russia today to keep negotiating U.S. brokered peace plan that Secretary of State Marco Rubio talked to Ukrainian officials about again over the weekend in Florida, saying this is more than stopping Russia's war.
It's not just about the terms that ends fighting. It's about also the terms that set up Ukraine for long-term prosperity.
Back on to the president on Air Force One, flying back to Washington. He also told reporters he had a phone call with Venezuelan leader Nicolas Maduro, but wouldn't give details as the U.S. military operation continues off the coast, targeting boats trafficking illegal drugs. The president also reacted to a report the U.S. carried out a second strike on one boat, killing 2 survivors of the first bombing. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth denies that, and the president backs him.
You can see the boats. You can see the drugs in the boats.
Some lawmakers in Congress want more answers, with some suggesting a war crime might have been committed. President Trump's invited the families of the 2 National Guard members attacked last week while on patrol in Washington to the White House.
The one is no longer with us, and Andrew is fighting for his life.
Andrew Wolf still in critical condition. Sarah Beckstrom died after being shot last Wednesday afternoon. The president says he's told her parents and his to come see him when they can.
The only thing I can say, they were devastated.
They were deployed with the West Virginia National Guard as part of President Trump's crime-fighting mission in Washington, D.C. and other cities.
That's Fox's Chris Foster. The suspected gunman facing murder and other charges is Ramanullah Lakhanwal, an Afghan national who fought with the U.S. during the war and came here after the American withdrawal from Afghanistan in 2021. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem questions his vetting process and tells ABC's This Week.
Since he's been here, we believe he could have been radicalized in his home community and in his home state.
He's from Washington State. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
White crime scene tape is up in Fishers. Right now you have a clear radar. It's 23 degrees at Monument Circle, going up to 32. I'm Ryan Hedrick for Guardian Wells Financial. Here's what's trending at 7:02. There was a shooting in Fishers this morning at Britain Tavern that left a man dead.
What I can tell you is there is one male, approximately 30 years old, that lost his life this morning. We have one male, approximately 30 years old, in custody. We believe this is an isolated incident. We're not looking for anyone else.
Sergeant Angela Ellison of the Fishers Police Department speaking at a press conference last hour. Police continue to look into this. A man is in serious condition after being shot this morning in a neighborhood on Indianapolis's far east side. This happened near East 30th and North German Church Road, and police have not talked about any arrests. Fishers police also say that a 16-year-old boy was arrested over the weekend after bringing a gun to a fight at a school. Here's Jake McDaniel.
When police arrived at Hamilton Southeastern High School, they worked with the school to check camera footage to see if the child left the school. A Hamilton County deputy found the child and arrested him. Police say the child tried to hide the gun, but officers eventually found it on school property. They say the child isn't a student at HSC. Jake McDaniel, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
A winter weather advisory kicks in tonight as snow will cover Indianapolis and other parts of Indiana.
We're expecting the snow to start maybe during Lafayette's evening commute and probably not getting to the Indianapolis Metro until the tail end or just after the evening commute tonight. And then snow should be over by 5 or 6 o'clock, we'll say, Tuesday morning.
That's forecaster Alex McGinnis at the National Weather Service.
He says black ice is possible as you drive to work on Tuesday. More snow is expected Wednesday, which will likely also be the coldest day of the week. An Indiana Republican senator is announcing his intentions on the future of redistricting. Here's Jarrett Lewis.
State Senator Michael Bohachik says when the time comes, he will vote no on redrawing the state's congressional maps when senators reconvene the second week of December, and is citing derogatory language used by President Trump in a Truth Social post made on Thanksgiving as a reason for it. Bohachik called out the president for including a derogatory slur used to insult people with intellectual or developmental disabilities when he attacked Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. Bohachik has a daughter with Down syndrome and said Trump's choice of words have consequences. The Indiana House will reconvene on Monday, while the Senate will meet on December 8th. Jarrett Lewis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And the Indianapolis Colts have lost 3 of their last 4 and 2 straight after falling to the Houston Texans 20-16. Quarterback Daniel Jones playing with a broken fibula.
Coming in tomorrow, I definitely expect a high sense of urgency and guys being ready, eager to correct what we need to correct and improve.
And the Colts have lost their first place lead in the AFC South. That belongs to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Both teams 8-4, but the Jags have the better record in common games. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:05. Traffic on the 5s. Good morning, Matt Bear.
What's happening, Ryan? Crash into North Split coming off westbound 72, northbound 65. This has a stop-and-go traffic back to rural. Northwest side crash, northbound 465 after the I-65 interchange. It's on the shoulder. Traffic is stop-and-go almost to Crawfordsville Road back to 34th Street right now for a 13-minute delay. South side northbound 65 stop-and-go traffic before Raymond Street into the South Split because of construction. Traffic sponsored by 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. Winter temps are here. Get your heating tune-up with 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. They will have your system ready for these chilly nights with 24/7 availability. Book at onehourairindy.com. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What do we know?
Hey, good morning. We're starting off with mostly cloudy skies. A little bit farther northward, we've got some of the areas seeing some patchy fog. We'll go with a high today of 33. Later tonight, more snow is on the way. We will see that snow develop after about 7 o'clock. It will be cold tonight with lows near 24. And the snow will taper off, I think, by early Tuesday morning. When all is said and done, we'll see about 1 to 3 inches of snowfall. Maybe some locations in northern Indiana, maybe a little bit more than 3 inches. But that's a general gist across much of central Indiana. We'll only get up to 28 degrees on Tuesday, so that snow is going to be sticking around. Heads up, early Wednesday morning, we're going to see lows around 18 early in the morning. In the afternoon, we'll get up to around 35. But chilly conditions expected pretty much all week long.
Yeah. Fall was nice.
It was, wasn't it?
It was nice. Did Thanksgiving go nice? Did you do it all right?
Yes. We made a turkey this year. We haven't had a Thanksgiving turkey in quite some time.
Right, usually just Thanksgiving burritos?
Actually, last year we did have tacos on Thanksgiving because I was sick. We had this illness going around the house. And years before, we've done steak.
Tara, do you think I'm judging? Steak and tacos is a way better way to do Thanksgiving than turkey.
I agree.
You know what?
I agree. We're not.
If my wife is up, I don't know if she is. It was a long weekend. Steak and tacos. That's next Thanksgiving. Let everybody know. You don't even have to invite those people. We can just do it ourselves. That's done.
I love it.
That's happening. That's
yep.
That's Tara Hastings.
Was yours good? Did you have a good Thanksgiving?
With all due respect, what do you think happened?
You smoked a brisket.
Genius. My brisket is genius.
Of course
I smoked 2 briskets. I made a 3rd brisket. Somebody else made the turkey. Life was good. But I got to run. I'm going to catch up with you in the next hour. Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. I appreciate you. 19 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time, well, that's 7:08. I never like to rush Tara Hastings, but the Colts are a big hot mess, but it's not the end of the world. But there are issues. And I do not know if the issues is from the play or the play caller. Tony Katz, did I say hello? 93 WIBC. Hey, how are you? That's JMV. Here's the voice of sports in Indiana, 93.5, 107.5, The Fan, every day at 3 p.m. The Colts fall to the Texans 20-16. We're not going to get to the referee stuff just yet, because I'm going to get there, and I'm going to put a theory out into the world. I want to talk about what it is you saw. I had texted you, whatever they want to tell me with Daniel Jones, and it wasn't affecting his play, nonsense. It is that leg issue. Was this player-driven, this loss, or was this coach-driven, JMV?
Yeah, Tony, good morning to you. By the way, we're brought to you by LD Smith Plumbing, the best in plumbing at 317-927-7186. Yeah, it was. And this is what we're going to find out, Tony, this weekend. We're going to find out in Jacksonville, a place where they haven't won since 2014, a division they haven't conquered since 2014. We're going to find out what this team is all about, because it absolutely is on players. It's on the offensive line, which has been gross most of the time here recently. It is on the secondary. I thought Charvarius Ward, I was very excited to see him come back. He looks slow and is trailing everybody. Now, once you get into the red zone, the defense can stiffen up at times, but they give away large chunks of yardage when they're needed the most. And certainly the head coach, Tony, right there is one that really hasn't separated himself from a really good offensive coordinator, meaning you still wonder if he can do both, because there are, simply put, times he outfoxes himself. He outsmarts himself, and I think we see that far too often. And all those things go under the microscope when you start playing down or disappearing, as the Colts are doing right now as they head to Jacksonville this weekend in a must-win situation.
You know, it's the kind of thing I'm going to disagree a touch. Jonathan Taylor had 85 yards. Daniel Jones was 14 for 27 for 200 yards. 2 touchdowns. This is, I mean, except for Jonathan Taylor not having a 100-yard game, this is the kind of stuff that we expect. To have a rushing game, manage the football. 14 for 27 isn't great, but there are some issues for that. You have Badgley, who I'm not saying isn't a nice guy. It's the second extra point that he's missed. That means you can't tie it up with a field goal. That changes how you go down the field. And then there is this very weird play calling, which involves trickery, not points. I think this is more coaching than it is players.
No, I think you can factor that in as much as the players. There's no doubt. The trickery thing that you bring up, that's all great, right? I mean, it is dandy when you're winning, but when you're losing like that, there's nothing good about it. Michael Badgley, you have to have a kicking contest this week, because that is all too familiar with the Colts. And you're right, that's the reason why you had to go for a touchdown instead of being able to tie things up with a field goal. But I'm going to start with the offensive line. The offensive line, your quarterback has a broken or a cracked fibula. The right side, Tony, that offensive line is an absolute disaster, starting with the center and moving right. It has to be better. You know the circumstances with your quarterback. It has to be better. It hasn't been. And all of that involved, you suffer the consequences, as we witnessed yesterday.
Talking to JMV, the voice of sports in Indiana now. And we should note, the issues have gone from the defensive side of the ball, where they were a bend and little bit break team, but it didn't matter because the offense was scoring so much, to the defense, I thought, did a respectable job. And that isn't so much the issue. But we must get into these referees. The no call on a face mask, the no call on the delay of game, the ridiculous pass interference call that took place. I have never seen so much unanimity amongst the sports apparatchik in Indianapolis that this is a problem. And I have certainly seen people saying, hey, you don't leave it on the refs. You go out there and you win the game. The refs put themselves in this game, and I argue that the NFL has a serious problem that they have to contend with. The question is, do they even care?
No, well, I think they care, but I don't think they're going to be proactive about doing anything. By the way, I've got a dictionary out. I'm looking up some of those words you just used because I'm not too bright. But I will tell you, they're not going to be proactive about doing anything whatsoever. And yeah, the delay of game stuff, that's missed all the time. The pass interference, it looked like it was a judgment call made that absolutely was the wrong one, but they never accept the responsibility. And, when they do accept the responsibility, it is too late. But I will challenge you to look around the league yesterday. There are lots of spots where you had iffy to the wrong calls made that have had a dynamic effect on games and their outcomes, as we saw in Indy. So you referenced that the NFL has a problem. You combine that with the large-scale betting and the partnerships they have in the NFL, you betcha they have a problem. Now, do I think they're going to address it? No.
Whoa. You're now going down the road that the problem is connected to the betting, and maybe the problem is intentional.
No, I'm suggesting people will, and you have to try to fortify yourself from that, because you are in bed with those that give you the money from the betting world. That's just the way that it is. That's always going to be the first theme, the first common denominator that's going to be made in these situations by most out there. You have to make sure you insulate yourself as best as possible, and there are times where I don't think the NFL does just that, Tony.
That's JMV, the voice of sports in Indiana. Catch him every day, 3 p.m., 93.5, 107.5 The Fan. JMV, thank you. Tickets are on sale for yours truly. Trump, 1 year later, a red tie gala. That's the Hyatt Regency, downtown Indianapolis. You can go to tickets.tonykatz.com. You got to get your tickets, the bourbon, the food, the fun. January 24th, the Christmas gift of the year is tickets to this event. I'm telling you, you are going to love it. Tickets.tonykatz.com. That's where you go. Get your tickets for Trump 1 year later, a red tie gala. Tickets.tonykatz.com. Matt Bear has traffic on the 5s. What's up, Matthew?
Northwest side crash northbound 465 after I-65 on the shoulder, causing stop and go traffic back to Crawfordsville Road, an 8-minute delay. Northbound 65 on the northwest side, also a crash before Lafayette Road, blocking the right lane, no delay. But as you creep up northbound 65, you slow down from West 56th Street up to 465, that exit lane that peels off to northbound 465. So that's going to be slow on the northwest side as well. Traffic sponsored by ChumbaCasino.com with over 100 online casino games. Chumba Casino is your destination for nonstop entertainment. No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 21 plus. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
20 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:16.
The holidays are the most wonderful time of the year. And let's be honest, between travel, to-do lists, and year-end everything, it can get overwhelming. Now add retirement planning to the mix? Not a chance. Here's the good news. Retirement planning doesn't have to be stressful. At Howard Bailey Financial, our team simplifies the process, listens to your goals, and helps you take your next retirement steps with more confidence. So while you're wrapping gifts and planning get-togethers, let Howard Bailey Financial help you wrap up your retirement plan. Get started today by texting WRAP to 888-494-5004 to download your free retirement toolkit. That's WRAP to 888-494-5004. Because financial confidence doesn't just belong under the tree, it belongs in your future. Howard Bailey Securities, LLC is an independent financial services firm and uses a variety of different investment strategies. See disclosures at howardbailey.com.
Hey, Black Friday's come early at Tom Roush Lincoln with our 999 deal. $9,000 off a new Lincoln Corsair, $9,000 off a new Lincoln Nautilus, or $9,000 off a new Lincoln Aviator. Your choice of any of these great luxury cars, $9,000 off. So get those Black Friday deals all month long at Tom Roush Lincoln.
Corsair stock number L25277, MSRP 5220. Nautilus stock number L25270, MSRP 57235. Aviator stock number L25246, MSRP 65165. See dealer for complete offer details.
Hey, it's JMV. Fall's the time when the rain hits, the ground shifts, and tree roots start tearing into those old clay or PVC lines. Got holiday guests coming over? That extra water use doesn't help either. LD Smith Plumbing can handle it all. From sump pumps to backups to leaks big and small. Call LD Smith Plumbing today. The local pros that I trust. Online, ldsmithplumbing.com.
LD Smith Plumbing.
A dirty, stinking honest.
An official message from Medicare.
Couple more minutes, and we'll start this month's book club.
You know, I usually love a plot twist, but this year, I'm comparing my options during Medicare open enrollment.
You can't assume your current health or drug plan is the best one for you.
And you gotta make sure your drugs are covered. That's important.
So is saving money.
Review all your options at Medicare.gov. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hi, I'm Emily, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company, where a small box with a burgundy bow will help you win the holidays. As an in-house designer, I love creating meaningful, fine jewelry gifts. Choose a necklace with a gorgeous infinity charm to symbolize your everlasting love. Or go for a personalized piece with an engraving, their zodiac sign, favorite color gemstone, or their initial accented with pave diamonds. Because a friend wants you to be a holiday hero. Stop by or shop now at shaneco.com. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
Bring on the popcorn moment, brought to you by Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. If it is inside your four walls, Booher Remodeling, that's who you call. It's just that easy. Your kitchen, your bathroom, your basement, you need it to have a look. You need it to have a style. You need it to work. You need it to work for your family, for your life, which is different than how your friends do it. That's okay. It's different than how those Pinterest photos do it. Also okay. With Booher, you sit down, you talk to them, you go through that conversation, you engage with them, and the next thing you know, you're getting the kitchen you wanted. You're getting that master bathroom that works for you and your family. This place that gives you a sense of relaxation, a sense of organization. Right now, it's a mess, and right now, there are tiles falling off the shower, and right now, there's not enough space in the closet. Right now, there's not a big enough closet at all. With Booher, all of that goes away. You have a master bath that works for you. You're more organized. Your life is better. Therefore, your family is better. It really does work that way. Talk to Booher about their 5-step design process. They deliver quality work on time with a service-oriented attitude. They're good people right here in Central Indiana. Booher Remodeling, 317-852-5546. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-852-5546. Booher Remodeling, 852-5546, or online at Booher, B-O-O-H-E-R, BooherRemodeling.com. The popcorn moment. Let's go. It's a story you need to hear to believe. Then grab your popcorn, because there is more. And how could I bring you this bit of popcorn moment without making it, well, an absolute doozy? The rarest of moments, where we combine the popcorn moment with Jasmine Crockett's Masterpiece Theater. Today on Jasmine Crockett Masterpiece Theater, we see the Congresswoman from Texas, Jasmine Crockett, dig an even deeper hole in her nonsense about Jeffrey Epstein and Lee Zeldin. When we last left the Congresswoman, she was sitting there in the United States House of Representatives, claiming that the EPA director took financial donations from Jeffrey Epstein. However, it was not that Jeffrey Epstein, the pedophile and sex trafficker that Democrats were texting with. No, it was some doctor out of Long Island. Seriously, his name is Jeffrey Epstein. It's not surprising you'd find a guy in Long Island named Jeffrey Epstein. You know what I mean? But that did not stop Jasmine Crockett from making the claim that it was indeed that Jeffrey Epstein. So now she's taken to saying, no, I never did anything wrong. Everybody else did something wrong. Check this out from MSN. Nope, they're now MS Now.
You made a little bit of news last week when you mistakenly accused Lee Zeldin and another Republican
I didn't
accepting money from Jeffrey Epstein, but it was a different Jeffrey Epstein according to the financial records. Do you want to? I don't want to give you the opportunity to amend that. And
I have no amendments. When I was on the floor, for those that don't know how it works, basically
they decided to bring this privilege motion up, and they decided that they wanted to kick Stacey off of her committees because Stacey had received Stacey Plaskett because she had received a donation from Jeffrey Epstein. I had maybe 20 minutes. We researched the FEC, and because I like to speak with specificity, that's kind of what comes with being an attorney. I made clear that there was a Jeffrey Epstein. They knew on the other side that I did not have time to actually pull up and actually research, especially since that particular one that Lee Zeldin got up in her uproar about was specifically out of the New York area. We know that he was out of that area. So
now, first, when she spoke on the floor of the House, she did not say that Lee Zeldin got money from a Jeffrey Epstein. Those were not the words. She said he got money from one Jeffrey Epstein. Those were the exact words that she used. Everybody knew what she was trying to say. And here she is saying, well, I like to speak with specificity, but I didn't have the time to get specifics, so I said it anyway. I intimated that it was the same Jeffrey Epstein. And she's defending it like she did nothing wrong at all.
Oh, and this obviously was not done post Jeffrey Epstein's life. So I made sure that I said a Jeffrey Epstein.
But you were trying to insinuate that it was the
I absolutely was insinuating that it could be possible. That is true. But the point is, I never said that it was that specific one because I did not have the adequate time to do it. And so
she went on television and made this claim like somehow it makes her look better. I swear, more. Run that woman more. Put her more on television. Let her lead the Democratic Party. And if you think that I do a lot regarding Masterpiece Theater here, wait till you see some of the stuff that happens. Trump, 1 year later, a red tie gala that's taking place at the Hyatt Regency, January 24th. Go to tickets.tonykatz.com and get your tickets. You also get them at WIBC.com. It's going to be incredible. The bourbon, the food, the laughs, the good time, the red carpet. You're wearing the red tie. I think it's the first red tie event in history. I have no idea, but I'm saying that. So Trump, 1 year later, a red tie gala. It's going to be incredible. Tickets are on sale right now. Get the Christmas gift that matters. Tickets.tonykatz.com. You are going to have a fantastic time. And yes, Jasmine Crockett, there will be laughter. Matt Bear has traffic. What's up, Matt?
Northwest side crash northbound 65 before Lafayette Road. Right lane is blocked. Traffic stop and go back to 38th Gaia. On the northwest side, still crash northbound 465 after I-65. It's on the shoulder. And pockets of stop and go traffic back to Crawfordsville Road. A 5-minute delay. South side northbound 65 slows after South Keystone Avenue into the south split because of construction. Delayed 6 minutes. And inbound 69 stop and go from 106th Street to 465. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. See the diamonds at Pierce Jewelers. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They stop the world to bring you the best. Shop local. Shop smart. Shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
You need to be warm, but when you're talking to HVAC companies, you might not know which deal is best for you. How about a free second opinion? That's what you're going to get from Masters Heating and Cooling, which should be your very first call. Masters keeps it simple. You can get a full second opinion from one of their Master Comfort advisors completely free, so you can make your next home decision with confidence and peace of mind. And if you need a new system, Masters are the people to talk to. They take care of my home. They make everything work absolutely fantastic. And yeah, it's been called out. My house is terrific. How about 0% financing for up to 60 months with a qualified system purchase that's subject to eligibility? Talk to Masters Heating and Cooling to get all the details. And if you need a new water heater or a tankless water heater, Masters Heating and Cooling, that's the only phone call to make. Talk to Masters today. Masters Heating and Cooling, 317-881-9074. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-881-9074. Masters Heating and Cooling, 881-9074, or online at mastersindy.com. That's mastersindy.com.
So Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $29.95 a month for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This top-tier plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you'll save over 50% every month for the rest of your life. You might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer expires 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
The Attorney General's office wants to put your money back in your pocket. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov and search for yourself, your loved ones, or your business. It's fast, easy, and free.
Thinning hair? This year, grow your hair back like I did. Call 317-522-2995 or visit WeGrowHairIndy.com.
Reach your fitness goals in 2025 with a 20-minute once-a-week program at Exercise Inc. 5 locations now in Fishers. Visit exerciseinc.com.
Guys, you've heard of TRT, but you have no idea what testosterone can do for you. Once you start treatment, you'll wish you'd done it sooner. The place for guys to go is Synergen X and Low T Center for TRT. The TRT test is free, not hundreds of dollars. The testosterone is pure and not compound. Get a free T-test today, fixmylowt.com.
Guys feel full of energy, not like they're still waiting for it to kick in. Get in now for your free TRT test. No appointment is necessary before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com. Guys, you'll wish you had started TRT sooner. Don't you wish you knew what your level was? Find out with the free TRT test at Synergen X and the Low T Center. Walk in before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com. Synergen X and Low T Center. Get that free T-test today. Fixmylowt.com.
Are you ready to build your custom dream home? Joyner Homes is ready to make your dream come true. Over 18 years, Joyner Homes, based out of Greenfield, have built hundreds of homes in central Indiana. And the best place to start is JoynerHomes.com. That's where you'll find pricing, photos of completed Joyner homes to inspire you, available home sites, and info on where you can visit their model homes and a lot more. Be sure to check out Joyner Homes' 5-star Google reviews. Get started today at JoynerHomes.com.
See the diamonds at Pierce Jewelers. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They shop the world to bring you the best. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
It's B Window's biggest sale of the year. Get up to 68% off plus no interest, no payments for 24 months. Call now or go to bwindow.com.
Trust me. 93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
What police are saying about an early morning killing. Your radar is clear. It's 23 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 32 today. I'm Ryan Hedrick for Michaelis Corporation. Here's what's trending at 7:31. Gunfire inside of a Fisher's bar this morning. Here's John Herrick.
It happened at around 2:45 at the Britain Tavern, which is near State Road 37 and East 141st Street. Fisher's Police Sergeant Angela Ellison describes what happened.
What I can tell you is there is one male, approximately 30 years old, that lost his life this morning. We have one male, approximately 30 years old, in custody. We believe this is an isolated incident. We're not looking for anyone else.
She's not sure what led to the shooting, but she did confirm that it happened inside the tavern. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Another shooting in Indianapolis this morning, unrelated to the Fisher shooting, leaving a man in pretty bad shape on the city's far east side. This happened in a neighborhood not far from East 30th and North German Church Road. Snow over the weekend combined with very cold temperatures is creating some slick roads for you this morning.
Plan for some extra time when you're getting out and driving in this morning, because there will be areas of black ice here and there. Maybe not quite as bad as we might think, because it's been pretty breezy the last couple of days, which has helped to dry out the surfaces a little bit, but certainly some black ice.
Forecaster Alex McGinnis at the National Weather Service Indianapolis says more snow is expected tonight and into tomorrow, with the winter weather advisory in effect tonight at 7 o'clock for the Indy Metro. Today is day number 11 in the search for a Virginia high school football coach named Travis Turner, wanted on child porn charges.
A lawyer representing his family now saying he was last seen with a gun. Quote, the last known contact the family had with Travis occurred on or about Thursday, November 20th, after he left his residence to walk in the woods with a firearm. He is believed to have entered a heavily wooded and mountainous area. The attorney also adding that the wife notified local police when her husband did not return home that evening, but was told she needed to wait 24 hours to file a missing persons report. She submitted submitted a report to police the next day. Turner disappeared as authorities were on their way to visit his home about alleged child pornography charges.
Fox's Todd Pyro reporting. Republican Senator Mike Bohachik, whose daughter has Down syndrome, called President Trump's slur against Minnesota Governor Tim Walz insulting and said he'll be voting no on mid-decade redistricting, rather, when the Indiana Senate reconvenes December 8th. The House will gavel in today, and there's a rally planned against redistricting outside the State House at noon. The Powerball jackpot has climbed to $740 million. No one hit the six numbers in Saturday night's $719 million drawing, so the grand prize increases by $20 million for tonight. Sports on WIBC. The Indianapolis Colts let some chances slip away, and a few calls didn't go their way in a 20-16 loss to the Houston Texans. A late pass interference call on Kenny Moore II and a missed delay of game just added to the frustration.
You know, they said I touched him, so I did.
And here's what head coach Shane Steichen had to say about the delay of game call.
Yeah, it was tough. Obviously, they made the call. That was the official's call. I'm not going to get into detail on it, but I think a lot of people, saw it.
And quarterback Daniel Jones playing with a fractured fibula after the Colts loss and the Jacksonville Jaguars win Sunday. The Jags are in first place in the AFC South. Both teams are 8-4, and they play each other on Sunday at 1 o'clock. College football, second-ranked IU takes on Ohio State for the Big Ten Championship Saturday night at Lucas Oil Stadium. Both teams come in at 12-0, and it's the first time IU has ever finished the regular season unbeaten.
Obviously, it's all about recruiting and development and retention. We've done a good job of filling in the pieces and developing. It's translated to results on the field.
And Saturday's game kicks off at 8 o'clock. The Indiana Pacers back at home tonight against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And Lane Kiffin is leaving Ole Miss to become the head coach at LSU. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 7:35. Traffic on the 5s. What are you watching, Matt Bear?
Right now it's Southside. Ryan crash southbound 65 before Southport Road has us backed up to Edgewood Avenue. Coming into downtown from the west side, eastbound 70 between Holt and Tibbs. That's a stall on the shoulder, causing a slowdown to Holt. Westbound 70 slow to the north, split then stop and go traffic through the split onto northbound 65 to Meridian. Northbound 65 on the northwest side, crash approaching Lafayette Road, blocking the right lane, causing stop and go traffic back to 38th Guyan Road. That's a 4-minute delay. And crash cleanup continues on the northwest side. It's northbound 65 after 465. Right lane is blocked, traffic slow in pockets back to 38th. Inbound 69, 9-minute delay, 106 to 465. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers. It's Pierce Jewelers and the Diamonds. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They shop the world to bring you the best. Shop local. Shop smart. Shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
20 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:36.
With Steel, batteries are included. This holiday season, give a gift that's ready to go right out of the box. For everything from cleaning up the yard to cutting up firewood, Steel tools check off the wish list and knock out the to-do list. And right now, buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit SteelUSA.com for holiday deals and gift ideas. Happy holidays from Steel. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Stacy, are you wearing yoga pants to go shopping?
Oh, we're not going out shopping. We're staying in with JTV.
I love jewelry television. Their pearls, their lab-grown diamond jewelry.
Oh, hello. What about their Italian gold and moissanite fire?
Okay, but what about the guys on my holiday list?
Relax. JTV has gifts galore, even for men, like watches and sunglasses.
Watch JTV live and on streaming or shop JTV.com for up to 80% off select items.
Ready to shop?
Yes, but can I borrow a pair of sweats?
Whenever I'm out a-wandering, chasing a rainbow dream, I often stop and think about a place I've never seen.
Where friendly folks can gather the marketplace.
And raise the rafters high.
I'm told that whenever you can be yourself, you should be yourself, unless you can be Batman, in which case, always be Batman. I do not know if that is the case here. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you during downtime, clearing my head, getting ready for what's next on the show. I find myself on Facebook Marketplace. Cool stuff, odd stuff, weird stuff, strange stuff, all sorts of stuff is there on the Marketplace. I bought, I have sold, I have done it all. Sometimes I bring it to you. That's the Marketplace segment presented by IndianaUnclaimed.gov. You have cash waiting for you. It's a final paycheck. It's a dividend. It's a refund. I don't know why you're getting this money, but you are. And they don't know where to give it to you because they don't know where you're at. Go to IndianaUnclaimed.gov. And you can get your cash from the Attorney General's office. IndianaUnclaimed.gov. Text my name, Tony, to 46220 to get your cash. Matt Barrett joins me along with producer Carl. And Matt, would you like to be Batman?
Yeah, absolutely. Batman would be something for me. Yeah, how do I do it?
Well, I'm going to tell you. What you need to be Batman is you need to be able to do some push-ups. You're going to need some kind of belt that has a lot of different accessories. Perhaps we would call them utilities.
Like a Swiss Army belt, sort of.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you're going to need a pair of Crocs.
Oh, yes. What?
This, Matt Bear, are Batman Crocs.
Oh, okay. Okay.
They're Crocs in black. They've got the Batman logo there where you put your feet in, so that'll wipe away really quickly. And then it's got a couple of Batman logos, and then it's got, like the cowl that he wears, like the little helmet hood thing. That way you don't know he's secretly Bruce Wayne.
Oh.
It's got those. I've always pictured you as a guy who on weekends sitting there in the one-bedroom apartment eating your fifth bowl of oatmeal, wearing a pair of Batman Crocs.
I don't have the Crocs yet, but maybe after the Marketplace. I do have the armor, but that's it. So I'm just walking around in the suit of armor, just the chest piece.
And just barefoot.
Yeah, and barefoot.
Maybe in a pair of Uggs.
It's like, how do you fight crime with your toes so cold? And that's my problem right now.
It's a mystery.
Yeah, but I do have the armor. It's solid, yeah.
So this is, what do you think? Are you a Croc guy?
No, I never have been. But, I mean, these are cool. I mean, this is fun to wear around the house. They don't keep your feet warm. I guess if you want Batman Crocs, they don't have a Batman logo on the front of them, so somebody would have to look at the soles of your feet to see them.
On the right, on the right foot.
Do they?
Yeah, on the right foot.
Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, buy them, sure. I didn't see that part. Sorry. But I still don't understand the principle of Crocs, especially during the wintertime, because, I mean, these can't even be used as house slippers. They have holes in the top, so it's not like warm feet type of things. They're just cold shoes.
You ever wonder whether or not sometimes you say too much?
No. No, not at all.
Matt Bear, these Crocs can be yours they're a size 11, by the way. You're a size 11.
Absolutely. Yeah.
They can be yours for $50.
Oh, hey, I'm out. Totally out.
These are new. These have never been worn. These have never felt a supple insole before.
How do I know they're new? They're being sold on the Marketplace.
What, these people are going to lie to you?
Well, they do have the tag on. Yeah, I do see the tag here. It looks like
it's got the tag there, and they're certified Crocs.
Are these $30? Is that what it says on the tag? No, that says Crocs. Okay. I thought somebody was doing a little snake oil salesman on us there,
Hey, something is worth what somebody else will pay for it. So let's just all be perfectly clear there. So are you saying you're not in for the Crocs?
No, I don't want them. I don't want them. Burn them. Throw them in the fire. You'll tide. You'll log.
Wow.
Yeah. Set them ablaze.
Wow.
Christmas
I, for one, am shocked. I could have sworn that this was going to be it. The gift. Done.
The stocking stuffers, maybe. I don't know. Get a size 11 stocking. Pop them in there.
Everything we do is on the Marketplace. Go to WIBC.com and check it out for yourself. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Kids, it is chilly. And your house may be feeling very, very cold because, well, you've got a roof that has cracks and it has leaks, and you've got siding that is kind of breaking apart, and the wind's getting right in and it's pushing up the utility bills. Would you call Moss Roofing? Call Moss Roofing today. MOSS. MossRoofing.com. Your roof, your siding, your gutter, your window problems, they will not fix themselves. And all this is going to lead to an uncomfortable family, an uncomfortable winter, and crazy, stupid heating bills all winter long. Moss Roofing, family owned, right here in central Indiana. For over 30 years, they're going to give you a free, no obligation inspection. Spotting problems now before the cold really settles in, so you're not scrambling in January. And thanks to those new energy tax credits, Indiana Energy Saver rebates, you can save big on insulation and efficiency upgrades. Money in your pocket while protecting your home. Don't wait. Talk to Moss Roofing today. 317-747-3665. Tell them Tony Katz sent you. 317-747-3665. Moss Roofing, 747-3665, or online at Moss, MOSS, mossroofing.com.
When you have a fire emergency, you need a restoration company you can trust to put everything back together. Pat Sullivan here for the Michaelis Corporation. I know. I've relied on Michaelis after a fire at my home. I'm here with the owner, Richard Michaelis. Richard, what makes Michaelis the right call if you have a fire?
Michaelis is local and family owned. We are your neighbors, 39 years of experience, and we'll respond 24/7, 365. The Michaelis Corporation is IICRC certified. We will restore your home or business to pre-loss condition or better.
I've lived it. Michaelis was on the scene at my home before the firefighters had even rolled up their hoses. They asked me about calling a restoration company. I told them I had Michaelis. They told me Michaelis was the real deal. You help with insurance, too?
Yes, we'll work through the insurance process to give you peace of mind.
Water, storm, fire, and mold. Life happens. Michaelis happens to help you through it. Text or call 844-FIXED-INDY. Make it Michaelis.
Traffic on the 5s, and Matt Baer, WIBC Traffic Center. What's going on?
Inbound 69 stop and go traffic, 116th Street to 465. That's a 16-minute delay. And looking at the east side, northbound 465 slow from 70 up to Penn Pike. Inbound 70 crash cleared in the north split, still slow from rural through the split out to Meridian. Inbound 65 slows from MLK to Meridian. Crash northwest side, northbound 65 before Lafayette Road on the shoulder, stop and go traffic for about 3/4 of a mile. Also northbound 465 after I-65 on the northwest side, crash on the shoulder, a little bit slow around 46th Street. Coming in from the west side, eastbound 70, that's a stall at Tibbs, blocking the left lane, stop and go traffic past Holt Road. And south side crash southbound 65 before Southport Road. 2 left lanes are blocked, traffic is stopped. Back to the 465 ramps. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers and Carmel. She's too special for just an average gift. See Pierce Jewelers for the breathtaking sparkle in their rare, one-of-a-kind, fancy-colored diamond collection. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
20 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 7:46.
Now through the end of Radiothon, Wilson Farm Market is donating 10% of all fried chicken sales to the Salvation Army. Wilson Farm Market, where good taste runs in the family. Just 15 minutes north of 465 on US 31.
By the time this ad ends, Washington will have burned through millions of your dollars. That's not how we do things in Indiana. I'm Congressman Jefferson Shreve, bringing Hoosier common sense to Washington. I passed legislation to cut waste, save taxpayers millions, and deliver real tax relief for workers and families. Less waste, more money in your pocket.
Paid for by official funds authorized by the House of Representatives.
Life can be full of risks. One thing you shouldn't take a risk with ever is your family's health insurance. If you're self-employed or you now need affordable health insurance, you need to make this free call right now and see how the Health Insurance Helpline can help you get it. We specialize in helping the self-employed and people just like you that need affordable health insurance to get it. We have short and long-term health insurance plans, and some even cover dental, vision, and prescription drugs. Don't take a risk with your family's health insurance. It's not worth worth it? If you're self-employed or now need affordable health insurance, call right now and learn for free how to get it. Listen, affordable health insurance plans for everyone just like you are a free phone call away. So give us a shout right now.
800-659-7540. 800-659-7540. 800-659-7540. That's 800-659-7540.
3 rooms clean starting at $119 plus $75 off air ducts during the Black Friday Cyber Monday sale. 317-388-5141, ZeroResIndy.com.
Winter temps are here. Get your heating tune-up with 1 Hour Heating and Air Conditioning. They will have your system ready for these chilly nights with 24/7 availability. Book at onehourairindy.com.
KC and the Sunshine Band, live at Old National Center January 23rd at 7:30 p.m. It's the ultimate throwback party. Get your tickets today at WIBC.com.
So I want to make sure we're all caught up and all on the same page about redistricting. We should redistrict, and I still find the arguments against to be, well, unconvincing. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. The power grab conversation, well, you have power. Are you going to use it or not? Democrats never have a problem using power. I don't see any issue there. It's a lawful process. It's a legal process. It's rigging the game. You can't win on your policies. If the policies are bad, you're making the argument that people are going to vote for bad policies. That's your argument. I think it's an odd argument. I think that the policies, for the most part, are solid. I think some are implemented very poorly, and therefore, that's why the Republicans have power now. They don't want the policy of boys thinking they could be girls. They don't want the policies of excess taxation. They don't want the policies of weakness. So let's not pretend that this is the policies are unpopular. There are things about Trump that are unpopular. There are things about the policies that should be very popular. And there are things about the policies that should happen in better and better measure. The real story here seems to be that when Democrats utilize power, why are you looking at us? When Republicans utilize power, look at them. And I don't think Republicans should be afraid of power. I believe that there is a responsibility that the General Assembly has to the country regarding redistricting and regarding the retribution of California and Maryland. Well, Tony, Texas started this, and Texas is where this should have ended because it's for the people of Texas to decide whether or not they like redistricting. The argument is, well, Texas did it, so it's okay that these other states do it, but not Indiana. That's not an argument. That's a power conversation. And Republicans have the supermajority. They should utilize the power. They should. And I know that there are members who are opposed to this. I believe that they are wrong, and I have said so. I think that the swatting and the pipe bombs, it's disgusting what's going on against those who disagree. You cannot, in any way, shape, or form, be going after people with violent attacks like swatting and Jean Lessing saying that her house was the target of a pipe bomb threat. That is wrong. Now, as I said earlier, when is someone getting arrested? And how come no reporter is asked, when is someone getting arrested? When is this going to happen? Because if you start saying, look at this swatting, look at that swatting, look at that other thing, and you don't have any arrests, you are going to be seen as, well, that didn't actually happen. That's what's going to come. Oh, I have got sad people on social media. Look at what these MAGA influencers have done with this swatting. We don't know who's done it yet. But when it comes to MAGA influencers, Turning Point USA, they want to hold a rally here. And they put out a post. One of them had said, we need all Indianans to show up. Oh my gosh. No. That happened. That really happened. They really wrote it. I set people on fire. What's wrong with you? If Turning Point USA or any of these other influencers, that includes you, Steve Bannon, would have taken just 5 minutes to make a phone call. You would know what's going on here. You would know what works and what doesn't, and then you'd be able to actually get something done. I put forth to you that the influencer class doesn't give a damn if Indiana redistricts. What they want to be able to do is put something out there, get some clicks, increase their fiefdom. They don't care. They're involved in a different power grab, their own. I'm interested in a better nation and a stronger nation. But, well, we're different people. And if Turning Point is upset with me, don't be upset with me. You screwed the pooch. You're supposed to be smarter. You're supposed to be better. Stop putting people out there to develop their own personalities. Remember, you're about TPUSA. Someone make a phone call. Do better. You know how. Do it. And then there is Bahachik, which has, of course, been the big story. That you have the story here that State Senator Bahachik, Michael Bahachik, is saying he's a no vote on redistricting because I've been unapologetic, he writes, advocate, an unapologetic advocate for people with intellectual disabilities since the birth of my second daughter. Those of you that don't know me or my family might not know that my daughter has Down syndrome. This is not the first time our president has used these insulting and derogatory references, and his choice of words have consequences. I'll be voting no on redistricting. Perhaps he can use the next 10 months to convince voters that his policies and behavior deserve a congressional majority. He used the, I believe they call it the R word when describing somebody with mental disabilities, and he used it about Governor Tim Walz. And now Senator Bahachik is not voting for redistricting. As I put out on Twitter X, and I will sum this up quickly. Senator, you are wrong. I didn't say you have to condone what President Trump said. I didn't say you have to like it. I didn't say you couldn't respond to it any way you wish. But you are allowing your emotions to cloud a vote. And that, sir, is disqualifying. And I will say it to you nose to nose in a very personal conversation to which I do not believe you are ready. Your emotions getting the best of you are damaging. And I'm going to ask you to stop it now. I will have this conversation anywhere, including on air. Also, there's a real question about your wife, Congressman Democrat Frank Mervan, and a $1.5 million that was given to an organization that she helps run. But we'll leave that to the side. Your emotions are not policy, sir. Your emotions are getting in the way of what is good policy. You should vote yes on redistricting. Happy to discuss it anytime. Matt Bear has traffic.
Southside crash, southbound 65 before Southport Road. Most of the interstate is blocked here. 3 left lanes currently with traffic stop. Mac 24, 65 and a delay of 40 minutes, 40. Inbound 69, 15-minute delay, 116th to 465. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. See the diamonds at Pierce Jewelers. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They shop the world to bring you the best. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Hammer here for my friends at AAA. The holidays are here. It's upon us, and so is winter weather. This year, stay prepared and give everyone on your list the gift of a peace of mind by giving them a AAA membership. As a AAA member, you get roadside assistance 24/7, 365. Flat tire, dead battery, you name it, AAA is there. You also get exclusive travel discounts, hotels, rental cars, and all the cool events happening around the Hoosier State this holiday season. Now through the end of the year, new members can join AAA for just $50 for a 1-year classic membership and add an associate for free. This is a great gift idea. Give someone you care about a AAA membership. Visit AAA.com and use the code HOLIDAY25. That's holiday25 at AAA.com, or just call 844-GO-AAA-GO, or visit your local AAA office. Give the gift of AAA this holiday season. Tell them Hammer from Hammer and Nigel sent you.
Judy loves her fall in Indy, but she doesn't like the paint, so she called Rhino Shield.
The house that Rhino Shield did for my husband and I, after having the house painted with kind of usual house paint, I was seeing cracks appearing about every 3 years and just wasn't very satisfied with that.
Rhino Shield's a ceramic coating specifically formulated for our unique climate.
I can't speak highly enough about the Rhino Shield crew. They also were great at working with me to get the exact right color because I was very particular.
Indy, you too can have the guaranteed protection of Rhino Shield right now for 15% off the regular price.
I would not hesitate to call Rhino Shield, and I am just thrilled to recommend Rhino Shield to my friends and neighbors and family.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
The Attorney General's Office, reuniting Hoosiers with over $1 million in unclaimed property every week. Visit indianaunclaimed.gov or text Tony Katz to 46220 today.
It's not too late to score on Pacers Gold Friday deals. More games, more deals. Get your tickets before they're gone.
Siakam versus Sims. He'll challenge Sims, and he'll shoot from the foul line and score.
Pacers Gold Friday, presented by KeyBank, continues through Monday night. Tickets starting at just $5. Tickets are limited, so get your tickets at Pacers.com/Gold Friday.
Here comes Indiana again, and Siakam throws it down.
That's Pacers.com/Gold Friday.
Butler Ballet presents their holiday tradition of Tchaikovsky's The Nutcracker, accompanied by the Butler Symphony Orchestra and Indianapolis Children's Choir. Join Butler Ballet and revel in the magic and spectacle of live ballet, spectacular dancing, beautiful costumes, glorious scenery, and pyrotechnics. Flash! Catch this holiday classic December 4th through the 7th at historic Clues Memorial Hall. Tickets and more information at butlerartscenter.org.
She's too special for just an average gift. See Pierce Jewelers for the breathtaking sparkle in their rare, one-of-a-kind, fancy colored diamond collection. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers.
Coming up in 2 minutes, what police are saying about a shooting in Fishers this morning, how Indianapolis police say a shooting on the Far East Side may be connected to something in Lawrence, and what forecasters are saying about your chances for snow during evening rush. After Fox News, from the Technology Recycler Studios, you're listening to 93 WIBC, WIBC HD1 Indianapolis on a Monday morning. It is 8 o'clock.
Talking to Russia and Ukraine trying to end their war. I'm Dave Anthony, Fox News.
We don't just want to end the war, we also want to help Ukraine be safe forever, so never again will they face another invasion.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio, after another round of talks over the weekend with Ukrainians, called very productive.
Today, Special Envoy Steve Witkoff is heading to Moscow. He'll have meetings with Russian officials later this week. It comes as the White House is pushing hard, both privately and publicly, to reach a peace deal before the end of this year. The president has urged Ukraine to cede some of its territory to get a deal over the finish line.
That's Fox's Mark Meredith at the White House. On his way back there on Air Force One, the president talked to reporters about Venezuela, confirming a report he did talk to leader Nicolas Maduro.
I wouldn't say it went well or badly. It was a phone call.
And he said this when asked about a Truth Social post over the weekend that airspace over Venezuela is closed.
Don't read anything into it.
The president also gave his support to Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, backing his denial of a report that during the U.S. military operation blowing up drug trafficking boats off Venezuela's coast, there was a second strike on one boat, killing survivors of the first bombing. Some lawmakers in Congress want an investigation. Now an update on an Afghan national, Ramanullah Lakhanwal, suspected of attacking 2 National Guard members on patrol in Washington, D.C. last week. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem tells ABC's This Week.
We believe he was radicalized since he's been here in this country.
Andrew Wolf remains in critical condition. The other soldier shot, Sarah Beckstrom, died on Thanksgiving. It's a better morning at airports with about 165 flights canceled after a rough Sunday after Thanksgiving. One of the busiest travel days of the year, especially in the Midwest. There were 12,000 flights delayed, more than 1,000 canceled, half of them to and from Chicago.
Historic for this time of year, really. Downtown, where I'm at, about 8 inches plus in total. And what did that cause? Well, a ton of issues locally.
Fox Weather's Robert Ray. There were hundreds of car crashes, Illinois, Indiana, and Iowa. America's listening to Fox News.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Shots fired at closing time. Your radar is clear. It's 23 degrees in downtown Indianapolis, going up to 32 with the winter weather advisory going into effect tonight. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:02. A man was killed at a bar in Fishers this morning. Here's John Herrick.
Police say they were told about gunfire at the Britain Tavern around 2:45. That's near State Road 37 and East 141st Street. Fishers Police Sergeant Angela Ellison says they do have another man in custody.
This is very rare for this area. This establishment's been here for many, many years. We've not had issues like this in Fishers. We don't have issues like this here. This is very tragic. A man lost his life.
She says the man who died is approximately 30 years old, and the man they arrested is also around the age of 30. John Herrick, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
An early morning shooting on Indianapolis's Far East Side left a man in bad shape at IU Methodist Hospital this morning. Police say earlier car break-ins may have led to a Lawrence police chase. Here's Captain Don Weilhammer.
The Lawrence Police Department started a pursuit. We don't know if that's involved with it or not, but they do have those individuals confined to a neighborhood around 30th and Post Road.
And this morning's shooting happened near East 30th and North German Church Road. IMPD is asking anybody who lives in that neighborhood with home security camera footage to share it so police can close their investigation. More snow is on the way.
Light snowfall event is expected here late today, late Monday, into mainly Monday night. And you might have snow falling as early as 4 or 5 p.m. in places like Lafayette, Crawfordsville, maybe even over to Kokomo by 5 p.m.
That's forecaster Alex McGinnis at the National Weather Service. He says snow likely won't reach the Indy Metro until the tail end of this evening's rush.
See how that times out. But certainly going into the evening and then also into the overnight, snow will then taper off from west to east pre-dawn.
And McGinnis says more snow expected midweek Wednesday, which will likely be the coldest day of the week. An Indiana Republican senator announcing his intentions on the future of a redistricting vote.
State Senator Michael Bohachik says when the time comes, he will vote no on redrawing the state's congressional maps when senators reconvene the second week of December, and is citing derogatory language used by President Trump in a Truth Social post made on Thanksgiving as a reason for it. Bohachik called out the president for including a derogatory slur used to insult people with intellectual or developmental disabilities when he attacked Minnesota Governor Tim Walz. Bohachik has a daughter with Down syndrome and said Trump's choice of words have consequences. The Indiana House will reconvene on Monday, while the Senate will meet on December 8th. Jarrett Lewis, 93, WIBC Mobile News.
And for the first time in several weeks, the Indianapolis Colts waking up in second place in the AFC South after falling to the Houston Texans 20-16.
Felt good today. I think it will continue to improve week to week, and it felt pretty good today. It felt better than last week.
Daniel Jones talking about his fractured fibula, not the game. The game drops the Colts to 8-4. They play the Jacksonville Jaguars next week on the road. I'm Ryan Hedrick on the level on the go and at WIBC.com at 8:05. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Bear.
Yeah, Ryan, we have a crash. It's Meridian at 62nd, backing up those northbound lanes. On the northwest side, crash northbound 65 approaching Lafayette Road. It's on the shoulder, no delay. Inbound 65 slows inbound K220 first at south side. Crash outbound southbound 65 before Southport Road. 2 left lanes are blocked. Traffic stop to 465 for a delay time of 20 minutes. Also, those exit ramps from 465 to I-65 on the south side awfully slow at the moment because of that crash. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. It's both Black Friday and Happy Honda Days all November at Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Stop in for zero-down leases, special pricing, and more all month long. I'm Matt Bear with Traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
Tara Hastings, Wish TV meteorologist. What are we feeling?
Hey, good morning. We've got mostly cloudy skies, a little bit of patchy fog here in the city, but more so farther northward. We'll see mostly cloudy skies today, 33 degrees. Snow develops later tonight, expecting it after about 7 o'clock or so, and it will continue to accumulate overnight into very early Tuesday morning, which is why we have a winter weather advisory. I think much of the snow is going to be out of here around 6, 7 o'clock in the morning. We'll go with mostly cloudy skies on Tuesday, 28. Snowfall accumulations around 1 to 3 inches of snowfall, with some spots in northern Indiana picking up 3+ inches. Cold Tuesday night, 18, and on Wednesday, a few flurries with highs near 35.
That is Tara Hastings right there, Wish TV meteorologist, it's chilly, people, and it isn't getting better anytime soon. And I just want you to know that our friendly neighborhood meteorologists, they don't care. They don't.
Nope.
They don't care. They're just like, you know what? Be cold. We have to be cold. You have to be cold. Meh, whatever. That's how they treat you. Can you believe that?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. It's exactly the kind of answer I expected. All I ask for, Tara, in the most kind way possible, is just a touch more compassion for the brutality of what people are experiencing as they're heading into work this morning.
It is December 1st. It's going to be cold.
Good Lord.
It is meteorological winter.
I want you to know that what Tara Hastings just said to me is, Tony, shut up already. That is what she said. You heard it. You knew it. That was the meteorological type of on par with bless your heart. That's basically what took place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot more winter to go, folks.
Yeah, I know. We'll get through it together.
We will.
Hand in hand. We'll make this happen. By the way, how's our podcast coming?
Oh, it's great. Yes. We got a title.
You know how many people ask about this?
Probably a lot.
All the time, Tara. What do you have to do that you're so busy that you can't do a podcast with me?
It's not that I don't. I am a very busy woman, but we need to work out logistics and such. Like, this isn't going to be an everyday thing, right? Is it going to be a weekly thing? Is it going to be
every day, 6 hours a day?
Yeah, that's not happening.
Wow, here, I thought you loved the people. How about twice a week, 24 minutes each?
Oh, that could be possible. That could be workable.
You know what? I'll talk to your people, and we'll set up a meeting, and then we'll have a meeting to talk about the meeting. And I'll have a half calf
that
with a twist
seems
of
about
lemon.
right. We'll send one of those invites, the email invites.
Right. That you'll ignore the first one, then you'll cancel the second one. There it is.
Right. Yes.
Guys, I'm trying. It's Tara who's being difficult.
I am.
Case rested. Bless your heart. Tara Hastings, appreciate you. 20 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:10. So I made mention earlier of Venezuela and what's going on. Trump telling Maduro, it's time for you to leave the country and you can have safe passage for you and your family, but we're coming. Well, I do not know how you make that statement without a declaration of war, but let's leave that to the side for right now. I said there's another interesting story going on. And this is the story over in Japan. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC, good morning. Japan is making moves to thwart the hegemonic desires of China. They're starting to move assets to an island not too far from Taiwan. And of course, you have China saying that Taiwan is a part of us, and therefore you can't get involved. This is a personal dispute between us. China is getting angry that Japan is going to deploy these missiles. This new prime minister, she is making a very, very clear statement here. And so while we're keeping our eyes on our hemisphere and what's going on in the Caribbean, we have 11. Do we have 11 warships, 15,000 troops in the Caribbean right now? What's going on in Japan is very, very interesting. Not only in regards to the military and what's going on with China, but rather what Japan is saying to the rest of the Pacific Rim. That maybe they are not interested in going gentle into that good night and not interested in being under the thumb of China. Oh, there's a very interesting paper tiger conversation to have here. We will have it on Tony Katz today. That's at noon. More coming up with Gary Dick, InsideIndianaBusiness.com. I'm Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
The holiday season should be full of joy, not burnout. At Holistic Integration, we take a proactive approach to help your body stay strong, balanced, and resilient through stress, sugar, and seasonal change. Join us for our Holistic Integration Seminar, Healthy Holidays and Longevity. Optimize your body for a healthier season and beyond. Wednesday, December 3rd at 6:30 p.m. at Cohatch in Carmel. You'll hear from Dr. Robert Prather, host of the Voice of Health Radio. Those who attend will receive 20% off our Prather Profile blood work.
The Prather Profile covers everything: endocrine system, liver function, kidney function, mineral balance, immune system, everything that could go wrong with you. The best way to find out how your health is going is through your blood.
The Holistic Integration Seminar, Healthy Holidays and Longevity, Wednesday, December 3rd at 6:30 p.m. at Cohatch in Carmel. Learn how to thrive this holiday season and reserve your tickets on our website at thevoiceofhealthradio.com.
Press 1 for balances. Press 2 for deposits. Press 3 to scream into the void.
We get it. These days, it's all phone menus and chatbots. But business banking doesn't have to be that way. Bank with Horizon and discover the power of real AI, advisor intelligence. Real people who answer calls, know your business, and go above and beyond to help you succeed. Get started today at horizonbank.com/businessai. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Central Indiana knows tough, but your water shouldn't be. Indiana ranks among the hardest water in the country, and your home is paying the price. Connecticut's non-electric technology means no timer, settings, or headaches. Just water that works, even when the power doesn't. And the twin tank design means clean, soft water 24/7. Connecticut water softeners are the solution, made in the U.S. Visit ConnecticutIndy.com and mention Made in the U.S. for an additional $250 off your purchase of a softener. Connecticut, American-made, Midwest tough.
Anticipation of the Christmas season offers the celebration of joy, hope, and redemption as we celebrate the birth of Jesus. But maybe you don't feel joyful. You've lost hope, and redemption of your situation seems impossible. Grief isn't limited to the loss of a loved one through death. Many life circumstances can initiate grief and inhibit our ability to embrace meaningful moments. But you don't have to grieve without hope. Join us at Life Church for our Blue Christmas services, designed to give you space for your grief. Go to lifechurchin.com for more information.
I was just talking to producer Carl about what I'm seeing with China and Japan and whether or not China can take a punch. I think this story is so much bigger than people are going to give it its due on. We'll be covering it for sure. Matt Bear has got traffic on the 5s. What's up, Mountie Boo Boo?
Looking at the south side, crash southbound 65 before Southport Road. 2 left lanes are blocked and traffic is slow back to 465. Northwest side, crash northbound 65 before Lafayette Road. It's on the shoulder. Inbound 65 slows MLK to 21st. On the southeast side, northbound 465 stop and go traffic from South Shaylett up to Washington Street. And a crash, it's Meridian at 62nd. Crash on the west side, 16th at Holmes. Traffic sponsored by Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. It's both Black Friday and Happy Honda Days all November. Great Lakes Honda of Fishers. Stop in for 0 down leases, special pricing, and more all month long. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
20 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:16.
Applied Innovation customer Tom Cripps, CFO with Hungerford CPAs and Advisors, depends heavily on Applied Innovation during tax season for copiers, printers, and also secure shredding services.
We have a heavy need during tax season for a lot of documents that we need to confidentially dispose of.
Applied Innovation keeps your business up and running during critical times?
Absolutely. I mean, they've been great, and the service has been second to none.
Applied Innovation, office technology made simple from a partner you can trust. trust.
Bottom line benefit is fast service, keeping the business up and running in efficient times and times that we need to get things done quickly. And I would say that trust relationship with Applied that they've provided with us and us with them, that we can count on them when we need to.
Applied Innovation, people you can count on. Call today 800-521-0983 or visit appliedinnovation.com. Applied Innovation, fast, friendly, amazing.
Breathe in the wonder and joy of Christmas, where the extraordinary often shines through the ordinary moments, through kindness, care, and compassion. At Franciscan Health, we provide care rooted in faith, love, and dignity, and believe life is a gift and every moment is extraordinary. So take a breath and give thanks as we celebrate the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Merry Christmas. Franciscan Health. Love your extraordinary life.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You've got your whole life ahead of you, so choose a Medicare plan you can count on. And that's what you get with a Medicare Advantage plan from United Healthcare. With more than 45 years' experience serving its members, United Healthcare has plans with low monthly premiums that fit your life today and as your needs change tomorrow. The Medicare annual enrollment period ends December 7th, so go to uhc.com/Medicare today. United Healthcare Medicare plans. It's Medicare coverage Indiana can count on.
Come fly with me. Once again, Indiana, the epicenter of the sports world. Ohio State, IU, Big Ten. That's big cash. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Gary Dick joins us from InsideIndianaBusiness.com on the Twitter X at IIB. Before we get into Black Friday, Cyber Monday, small business stuff, which really got hosed because of the weather. You got to get out to the small businesses right now. This is good stuff. You've got IU in Louisville that will play at Gamebridge. And then that evening, you've got IU and Ohio State that'll play at Lucas Oil. Talk to me about money, boo-boo.
A lot of money, Tony. There's going to be a lot of red and a lot of green in downtown Indianapolis this weekend. You know, Tony, each year Indianapolis has hosted the Big Ten football championship since its inception. And each year, you know, organizers here, you never know who's going to be here, if they travel well, if there will be really a huge rush of fans. I think this weekend is the perfect storm when you talk about economic impact from an event like the Big Ten football championship. As you mentioned, IU basketball, IU hoops at Gamebridge Fieldhouse. And then the nightcap, the big deal, number 1, number 2, Ohio State, Indiana. All of those teams, Indiana obviously is going to have a huge fan base in downtown Indianapolis. Ohio State travels very well. You look at the basketball game earlier in the day, IU against Louisville, 2 hours away, a big fan base. So the impact, which is always significant from the Big Ten football championship, is going to be magnified this weekend. It should be a fun time in downtown Indy.
And you've got hotels, you've got restaurants. Is there anything this business community is looking at to maybe help even further? I mean, I'm assuming every bar is just going to be slammed, just filled with people. Is there anything that they're looking for or looking to do to kind of add to the mystique, the experience, if anything, just to keep the Big Ten championship here in Indy for the foreseeable future?
Yeah, and that's a great point, Tony, because as I said, Indy has hosted the Big Ten football championship since its inception. In fact, the Big Ten Conference, where they decided to do a championship game, they basically called Indianapolis and said, "We want you to host it. We know you are the best at what you do." Indy has always been the host. Now, it's not guaranteed forever. You've got an expanded Big Ten in a big way, all the way to the West Coast, the East Coast. Lots of markets are going after this. Places like Las Vegas is certainly in the mix. Indy has the Big Ten football championship. I believe it's through 2028. After that, it's uncertain where it will go. I think the betting money certainly is on the Big Ten, kind of sharing the wealth, if you will, with a couple of other communities. I think anyone you ask objectively will tell you Indianapolis has been an exceptional host. They are so good at what they do, but the reality is these markets like Las Vegas, like a number of other markets around the country, are really going to be going after in a big way. So we'll see where it plays out. But again, and it kind of to your point, this is another opportunity for Indy to showcase why they are so good at what they do this weekend.
Talking to Gary Dick. He is of InsideIndianaBusiness.com, on Twitter X at IIB. Let's talk holiday shopping, because in some of the initial reporting, you saw Black Friday sales up, at least online, up 9.1%, expecting $18 billion. You're talking about more luxury goods, meaning higher ticket items went, just less of them went. It is very, very, very interesting data. What are you looking at? What is your take?
Yeah, I think you hit it very well, Tony, with the word interesting. The narrative was a lot of uncertainty, and there certainly is uncertainty with the national economy, uncertainty here in Indiana when you look at inflation and tariffs and some of these other issues. But the results of what we're seeing come in nationally certainly are defying that narrative. As you mentioned, 9.1% jump in online traffic, and will be interesting to see what happens today, so-called Cyber Monday today, when folks will be ordering a lot of merchandise online. So it appears to be defying this narrative that folks are not going to spend. They're going to pull back. IU economists on the show, talk about kind of the two-headed consumer here in Indiana. Those who have higher incomes and more spending power are going to be spending money. Those penny pinchers, if you will, are going to be doing that, going to be pulling back. But from the early indications, the early numbers that are coming out, certainly nationally, and what we're hearing anecdotally around the state of Indiana, people are going out, people are spending money, and that's certainly a positive sign.
Are they spending money they have, or are they spending money into debt? So now there comes a moment where you can't keep saying something and then it comes true and you're like, see, I told you. You're just spitting into the wind there. But it's this idea of doom spending, of believing that the economy is bad and things will go bad and they'll just go bankrupt. And we are seeing foreclosures on the rise and some other things. Is there a sense of all is lost, everything's going to do something to the bed that isn't so nice to do to a bed? Or is it people saying, I think that the economy has got a future here. I know I'm going to be able to pay this off. I just want what I want, and I'll take the materialistic love.
Yeah, I think people are taking a bit of a leap of faith. And you look at a manufacturing state like Indiana that is susceptible to economic downturns, to be sure. And as you look at consumers who are actually spending money, whether it's online or going out to the brick and mortar stores, I think it's a bit of a flyer, of a leap of faith to say that we think the economy, while there may be uncertainty now as we get into 2026, and some of these the policies at the national level take effect, that things will indeed be okay, will be fine. So we'll see how it plays out. As you mentioned, foreclosures, consumer debt, those types of issues are very concerning at this point. But again, as you look at those early numbers, and the early numbers around the country and in the state of Indiana tend to point in a fairly positive direction.
That right there is Gary Dick, InsideIndianaBusiness.com, on the Twitter X at IIB. I appreciate you taking the time. go get him. Matt Bear, he's got traffic. What's up, Matt?
South side crash southbound 65 before Southport Road. It blocks the left lane. Stop and go traffic back to 465, a 9-minute delay. And a stall in the north split. It's westbound 72, northbound 65, right as you're exiting the north split. And traffic is slow over the flyover. South side northbound 65, stop and go traffic before Raymond into the south split. And a crash on the north side. It's Meridian at 62nd. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. See the diamonds at Pierce Jewelers. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They shop the world to bring you the best. Shop local, shop smart. Shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Indianapolis real estate market, strong, but not easy. It's a good time to sell only if you hire a real estate team that knows how to aggressively market your home, like Mark Dietel Realty. Maybe you want a fast, guaranteed, no-hassle home sale, but you don't want to have to give up hard-earned equity to do it. Mark Dietel is the real estate expert trusted and recommended with the sale of your home. Mark Dietel guarantees your home sold at a mutually agreed upon price and deadline, or he will buy it. You just pick your move date. No long-term contracts. You cancel anytime you want. Michael in Speedway said, I loved my Speedway home and I raised my family there, but it was time to sell and downsize. I met with the Mark Dietel team and they explained their amazing marketing plan and I was convinced. Just like the Speedway, things move fast from there. After just 3 days on the market, I accepted an offer for $11,000 over asking price. Call the local Indianapolis agent, trusted and recommended, the agent who guarantees your home sold or he will buy it. Call Mark Dietel today, right now. 317-755-4232. Get all the details or go online to markdietel.com. That's Mark Dietel, D-I-E-T-E-L, markdietel.com.
Everyone's talking about Galaxy Concrete Coating and their transformation, like your neighbor Mike.
Well, the local company that we used first was highly recommended by people in our neighborhood. We did not know until after it didn't work on our floor. It just healed up like a cheap suit. And so my wife says, we got to do something. And so she started looking around on the internet and she found Galaxy.
Lots of styles to choose from, 4 times stronger than epoxy, and it comes with a lifetime warranty.
We got Galaxy out here. They got here at about 8 o'clock in the morning and they finished up at 6 o'clock that night. Other than having a beautiful garage floor, you couldn't tell they were here. Just did a wonderful job on it.
Galaxy Concrete Coatings works for any area like patios, garage floors, driveways, and around pools.
Still looks fantastic, and anybody that visits our house, that's all they want to talk about. I mean, they just can't believe how nice the garage floor looks.
Click on GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com and remember to like us on Facebook, GalaxyConcreteCoatings.com. We are out of this world.
With Steel, batteries are included. This holiday season, give a gift that's ready to go right out of the box. For everything from cleaning up the yard to cutting up firewood, Steel tools check off the wish list and knock out the to-do list. And right now, buy select battery tool sets and get a free extra battery. Visit SteelUSA.com for holiday deals and gift ideas. Happy holidays from Steel. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Whether it's morning routines or weekends on the sideline, when the temperature drops, America brings the heat with Hot Hands. Hot Hands are America's favorite hand, toe, neck, even body warmers to help you stay warm and cozy from head to toe. Hot Hands are fast-acting, long-lasting, and made right here in the USA. Look for the Hot Hands logo in the bright orange packages at your favorite store or online. Keep doing what you love out there with Hot Hands, warming up America coast to coast.
So Pure Talk is offering unlimited talk, text, and data on a crazy fast 5G network for just $29.95 a month for life. Not your phone's life, your life. This top-tier plan is normally $65 a month, but if you switch today, you'll save over 50% every month for the rest of your life. You might say it's the deal of your lifetime. Just dial pound 250, say Mike Rowe. Offer expires 12/7. Some restrictions apply. Details at puretalk.com.
Mark your calendar for December 9th. St. Philip's Church and Indianapolis Urban League present a drive-through food box and meal distribution. Get fresh produce, meat, and pantry staples. No ID needed. First come, first served. Questions? Call 317-693-7603.
93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level. On the go.
Another coating could make your commute even worse. Clear radar in downtown Indianapolis where it's 22 degrees, a little bit of a wind chill. Today's high 32. I'm Ryan Hedrick. Here's what's trending at 8:31. Another round of fresh snow will cover Indiana later today.
Snow should be over by 5 or 6 o'clock, we'll say Tuesday morning, but, there will be a fresh coating of snowfall down. So if a snowplow hasn't gotten to you yet, it could slow you down and maybe plan for a little extra time when you leave early Tuesday.
That's forecaster Alex McGinnis at the National Weather Service, Indianapolis. He says snow is likely to start again Wednesday, which could be the coldest day of the week. A nor'easter is forecast to dump snow over several states early this week.
New England, primarily west of Boston through much of southern New Hampshire into down east Maine, are forecast to experience snow Tuesday into Wednesday.
The snow gradient will be pretty dramatic once you get west of north and west of Philadelphia, New York, Boston, those areas. And into there, we're expecting accumulations of 4 to 8 inches generally, but could be locally higher.
Forecaster William Churchill of the National Weather Service Weather Prediction Center. He says major cities such as Philadelphia, New York, and Boston are forecast to experience mostly rain.
And, of course, the snow could create hectic travel plans for you as people come back from Thanksgiving. That's Fox's Deborah Valentine reporting. A shooting at the Britain Tavern in Fishers this morning left a man dead, but Fishers Police Sergeant Angela Ellison says they were able to arrest another man while they were sorting out details.
Loss of life is so tragic. Any circumstance that would lead to this is just unimaginable.
And she says if you have any information, you could call the Fishers Police Department. The cops also are investigating a Marion Health Police Department officer who accidentally shot himself. Here's John Herrick.
State police say that officer was named Ronell Johnson. The reports indicate that Johnson accidentally shot himself early Sunday morning and later died. Life-saving attempts were made by first responders, but ultimately unsuccessful. Johnson was pronounced dead by the Grant County Coroner's Office at the age of 25. Officers believe Johnson was using his personal gun and it was not issued by the police department. John Herrick, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
There's a redistricting rally planned at the State House at noon as the Indiana House gavels in at 2 o'clock. The Senate will gavel in next Monday. Cyber Monday is here, and 6 in 10 full-time employees say they plan to look for deals at work this year. Most of them say they don't feel guilty about doing it because everybody does it. Time is nearly up for those Thanksgiving leftovers. The U.S. Department of Health and Human Services points to Wednesday or Monday after Thanksgiving as the last day to safely eat refrigerated food following your Thanksgiving holiday. Sports on WIBC. 3 AFC South teams, including the Colts, sit within one game of each other after Indy's 20-16 loss to the Houston Texans Sunday. It's the Colts' second straight loss, and head coach Shane Steichen said the offense just isn't doing much these days.
I think early on, we were 0 for 5 on third downs early on, so we got to be better there to maintain drives. Efficiency on first and second down. Don't put ourselves in, second and long situations. So we got to get back on track there for sure.
And with the Colts losing and Jacksonville winning Sunday, the Jags are in first place. Both teams are 8-4, but Jacksonville owns the tiebreaker because of a better record in common games. They play each other on Sunday in Jacksonville at 1 o'clock. College football, second-ranked IU takes on Ohio State in the Big Ten Championship Saturday at Lucas Oil Stadium. Both teams are 12-0, and it's the first time IU has ever finished the regular season unbeaten. IU is a 5.5-point underdog. Kickoff at 8, and the Indiana Pacers back at home tonight against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Tip-off at 7. Sports brought to you by Ball State Athletics. I'm Ryan Hedrick, on the level, on the go, and at WIBC.com at 8:35. Traffic on the 5s. Here's Matt Baer.
All right, Ryan, looking at westbound 70 in the north split. That is a stall coming out of the north split, slow back to Rural Street. South side, northbound 65, stop and go from Raymond into the south split. East side, northbound 465, slow off 70 up to East 56th Street. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. She's too special for just an average gift. See Pierce Jewelers for the breathtaking sparkle in their rare, one-of-a-kind, fancy colored diamond collection. Shop local, shop smart, shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Baer with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
20 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:36.
When it comes to your home, it's important to sell it to someone you can trust. Simple Quarters has helped over 3,000 families sell their homes in Indiana.
I'm excited to start the new chapter of my life. I'm going to be moving 2 states away to be with my husband. Ronnie came out to do my walkthrough. It was great. We had a chance to talk about the house. We had a chance to listen to what my goals were, and they helped me to meet them. Then I had the offer, I believe, within 2 hours of them coming through and doing the walkthrough. Simple Quarters never tried to change their offer at any point during the process. Once they gave me that offer, it stood. The offer was absolutely fair. They did explain to me how they came to that price, and it was a fair offer. The best part about this process is I didn't have to make any repairs to the house. Simple Quarters has taken it as is, which is a huge stress relief. It just couldn't have worked out better. It really couldn't have.
Call Simple Quarters 317-900-HOME. 317-900-HOME.
It's time to fill up on the news, presented by Simple Quarters. Need to sell your home without the hassle? Sell your home to people you can trust. Call Simple Quarters, 317-900-HOME, 317-900-HOME. Holy mackerel. Follow this, if you will. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Dow futures are down 207. NASDAQ futures are down 226. Okay, that happens. Oil is still under $60 a barrel on the West Texas crude. $59.11 on that. It's up a touch. $62.96 on the Brent crude coming out of the oceans. The 10-year Treasury is at 4.061. Now, at the end of last week, it crossed under that 4% line just briefly. Right? Just at 3.992, I think it was. So still back at the 4%. The 30-year fixed has a weekly average of 6.27%. As that 10-year comes down, the 30-year fixed comes down. Here's where it's fascinating. I talked to you about how we're taking a look at sales that have gone on, what's happened with Black Friday. You're seeing online sales up 9.1%, at least at first blush, from last year. People buying more luxury goods as opposed to buying more things. Less things, spending more money. That's what they're seeing. Gold right now is at $4,258 an ounce. Silver is at $57.54 an ounce. Precious metals are a hedge against inflation. And I have got Kevin Hassett of the White House Economic Council telling everybody, guys, you're about to see some nutty tax refunds coming.
Well, first of all, you mentioned quite accurately the 1.4% increase in grocery prices. I think the interesting thing about that is that that's way below the Fed's target of 2% for everything else, right? And so you'd have to concede that 1.4% is very, very low inflation. And so I think that the bottom line is that we've got the big, beautiful bill cutting taxes on overtime, taxes for tips and so on. And all that money is going to start to be in people's pockets. And that's why they're optimistic about next year. Scott Bessent said last week that he's looking at first half of next year that could be in the 4% range. And the reason is that we passed the tax cuts in July, and so they didn't have time to change all the tax forms and everything. And so people are going to get really, really big refunds in the fall as well. And so we're really optimistic, and we think that the good news around Thanksgiving is a sign of something that's even stronger to come.
4% meaning Scott Bessent's thoughts on GDP. I get their argument, and that's the way I would spin it too. That what you're seeing is actually a look at, especially with the spending, the idea of everything is going to get better. Everything is coming and good. The precious metals don't make it look like that. Oh, and by the way, as some people in the chat room have noticed, and I wholeheartedly agree, crypto has fallen out of bed. It has fallen out of bed. It can't get up. Press the life alert. Nobody's coming. Wow, has that drop been serious? Full disclosure, I do not own enough Bitcoin to count, but I do own crypto. It has not been fun. That's the best way to put it. It's the best way to put it. Nothing more, nothing less. You don't get particularly angry about those things. But this is where we are. This is where we are, just in this really strange. How do you? I'm not sure how to make hide nor hair of it right now, and I'm not so sure anybody else is either. That's where the markets are. We fill up on the news every Monday through Friday at 8:35. Be sure to check it out. Brought to you by Simple Quarters. Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning.
Guys, you've heard of TRT, but you have no idea what testosterone can do for you. Once you start treatment, you'll wish you'd done it sooner.
Now you can take the TRT test free at Synergen X and the Low T Center. Walk in before 10 a.m. or book ahead at fixmylowt.com.
Indy, don't use the beautiful fall to paint. Do what Deanna did. She called Rhino Shield.
I was noticing some cracks and the paint's faded. I was like, okay, I think I should get my house painted. So my neighbor had a Rhino Shield placard in the yard. And after they were finished, I was just, wow. With the warranty and everything, it just seemed silly not to go that route.
The ceramic coating of Rhino Shield is specifically formulated for our climate.
So the Rhino Shield crew came out. Nothing was damaged in the process. I was very happy. They just didn't leave a mess. You couldn't even tell they were there. And the house looked so different. It just looked like a new home.
Backed by a 25-year transferable warranty. And now get the protection of Rhino Shield for 15% off the regular price.
Rhino Shield, I think it increases the value and the curb appeal of your home. Definitely worth it.
Here's Rhino Shield's Shane Smith.
This offer is limited, so call me at 888-RHINO-41. That's 888-RHINO-41.
Don't paint.
Don't vinyl.
Go Rhino.
Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
Kendall and Casey.
Trying to get out of the grocery store to purchase anything that resembles a week's worth of food. Mm-hmm. Between the Walmart and Costco trip, it was like almost $280. How is this sustainable for most normal people?
Well, you're going to have to start taking out a 50-year loan for groceries. And, of course, we've all got those utility bills.
Are they high? Is there something going on with utilities?
Kendall and Casey. Weekdays 9 till noon on 93 WIBC and WIBC.com.
My husband's an animal in bed.
Well, you know.
Not in the fun way. Think warthog. With a chainsaw.
Snoring and sleep apnea affect over 90 million people, and 1 out of 4 couples sleep in separate rooms. Advent can help. We've been your one-stop solution for nasal congestion, snoring, and sleep apnea for over 20 years. Unlike many other practices, we focus exclusively on these conditions, so you get comprehensive care under one roof. Advent's unique approach can help you breathe and sleep better, and many avoid a CPAP. Plus, most insurance is accepted for our effective 20-minute in-office treatments.
Hey, the only animal you want in your bed is your dog.
Advent. Sleep better. Sleep together. Learn how you can improve your life at adventknows.com.
Stacy, are you wearing yoga pants to go shopping? Oh, we're not going out shopping. We're staying in with JTV. I love jewelry television. Their pearls, their lab-grown diamond jewelry. Oh, hello. What about their Italian gold and moissanite fire? Okay, but what about the guys on my holiday list? Relax. JTV has gifts galore, even for men, like watches and sunglasses.
Watch JTV live and on streaming or shop JTV.com for up to 80% off select items.
Ready to shop? Yes. But can I borrow a pair of sweats?
Traffic on the 5s. Matthew Bear, what's going on?
Looking at the northwest side, northbound 465 stop and go traffic before West 56th Street up to I-65. South side, northbound 65 slows before Raymond into the south split. That's construction. Crash on the west side, 16th at Holmes. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers in Carmel. She's too special for just an average gift. See Pierce Jewelers for the breathtaking sparkle in their rare, one-of-a-kind, fancy colored diamond collection. Shop local. Shop smart. Shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear with traffic on the 5s. Follow us at WIBC Traffic.
We have got 20 degrees in the American Standard Heating Weather Center. The time is 8:46.
It's Redemption Monday!
Yeah, I still have no idea. It's time to play America's favorite game. What the heck is that television theme song? Tony Katz, 93 WIBC. Good morning. Good to be with you. Of course, live streaming on the YouTubes. You can check it out for yourself. YouTube.com/WIBC. Here's how we play our game. Producer Carl has picked a television theme song from yesteryear. I have to guess what it is. And on Mondays, we play a round of Redemption Monday. These are songs I have already missed. And now I have a chance to redeem myself. And to the chat room, no, this is not Manimal. We've been through this. Cut it out. Now I'm allowed to go to the chat room for help there at youtube.com/WIBC, or I can phone a friend. And just because we need to get it out of the way, I will phone a friend, Matt Bear. Let's start it from the beginning, producer Carl. Let's start that from the beginning, if you will. Matt Bear, what is that television theme song?
That's Goosebumps, Tony.
Is Goosebumps a show?
Let's just leave it there. Forget it, he's rolling. The chat room has it. They get me out of a bind. This is the theme song to Remington Steele. There you go.
But that's still a miss for you, so we're going to have to bring it.
No. I'm allowed to use the chat room. We're not going to change the rules because it's a Redemption Monday. I use them, and it's done. It's over. It's my show. I can change the rules. See, Republicans, that's called using power. Oh. The swatting, the alleged threat of a pipe bomb, etc. Lessing's house, I believe it's pronounced Lessing. These things are madness. What is happening in the wake of redistricting and the conversation, the special session, which has started. It starts today. Hope everybody brought snacks. Swatting is evil. Swatting is violent. You need to go to jail if you're swatting. If you're threatening people, jail. I have no quarter. I'm not changing my mind here. All of that said, when do we see some arrests? I want arrests. I want to know from the Indiana State Police, where are we on this? Am I not allowed to ask? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to ask. I want you now to come to me and explain to me why I can't. Where are we in these investigations? Are you telling me that someone could call, lie about something happening at someone's home, and we're not able to trace that? Here, we're not able to trace it? Is this the same guy who left the cocaine at the White House and nobody knows who it belongs to? By the way, Hunter. Belongs to Hunter. I'm not going to buy into that. And if you start saying, well, look at everything that has happened here, look at all this swatting, look at what these Republicans are doing to other Republicans who won't vote for redistricting, and they have no basis for it. We don't know who has done this, and I want to know. I want people to go to jail. If you don't start giving names, meaning you do an investigation, if you tell me the investigation turns up nothing, in all these cases, people are going to say, I don't believe it, I'm not buying into it. Nope. 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 It's a bad scene right there. That is a bad scene. We also have a bad scene with weather. So we've got snow that is coming in tonight. That snow is possibly going to be with us for the morning. Possibly. Now, it can die out early. That'll be a question of the roads, because we're going to have outrageously cold temperatures. Did anything melt and refreeze, etc.? Matt Bear is going to get you in safe and sound. That will be a focus tomorrow. Have no fear. We will get that covered and have you coming into work nice and easy. You have got the troop build up near Venezuela, 15,000 troops, 11 warships, and a call from President Trump to the Venezuelan strongman Nicolas Maduro. Well, he's not legitimate president, so that's just easy. And you have the call that says, hey, a safe passage for you and your family out of Venezuela, but this is over. You know he stole an election. No, not in the Joe Biden way. I'm talking about in the more traditional way. Oh, I'm going to get yelled at. There's going to be so many responses. Maduro is a dictatorial thug. And the buildup is going to lead one to question what it is that the purpose is here. Are we going to war with Venezuela? Why hasn't Congress said so? And why hasn't Congress said to the president, hey, you can't do this without us? No. Complaining, but no actual action. No actual action is taking place. We will see how that goes. We will also take a look at what happened in Washington, D.C., the murder of this member of the National Guard, and the insanity not only of our immigration policies, the lies about vetting, but somehow saying, well, what did you expect? You put National Guard troops in D.C. not to be shot by Afghan nationals? Which, okay, you've proven it. You can't have Afghan nationals in the country. And Minnesota's proving you can't have Somali nationals in the country. You can't. And you say to me, that is so bigoted and racist. I'll share with you the stories, and then you'll realize that the people who scream bigotry and racism are people saying, don't look at what's really happening. They're desperate for their own demise. And I am sick and tired of liberal women wanting to be destroyed. Go destroy yourselves. There is this video of this woman who is a Elizabeth Warren supporter and a hard leftist supporter, and she went to Iran and is there in front of microphones saying, live the martyrs and death to America. Well, first of all, if you're in Iran saying death to America, you're no longer an American citizen. We should say, okay, that's our standard, it's over. But we shouldn't allow anybody into the country who believes in death to America. You know, you're not welcome. You're not welcome. You're not good enough. We'll take the tired, the poor, the huddled masses yearning to breathe free who are good enough. But death to America, coming from nations that believe in conquest, you're not good enough. We don't want you. Whatever happens to you, happens to you. We have a nation that needs to survive and thrive, and we shouldn't be embarrassed by this. Not at all. And we should be taking a look at both parties and saying, we have to uphold a standard. Speaking of standards, am I a carpetbagger? It seems that every time I talk about something politically, like, for example, redistricting, there's someone out there who wants to say to me, nobody wants your opinion, carpetbagger. I've been here 11 years. And the difference between us social media folk is I'm paid for my opinion. Right? I'm not in the amateur status. But carpetbagger, how long do you have to live someplace before, you get to say you're from there? I figure 11 years has got to be enough. I'll catch you guys at noon. Kendall and Casey are up next. Matt Bear has traffic.
Northwest side crash northbound 465 after I-65. Second one here this morning. Please look out for black ice. The left lane is blocked. Traffic stop and go back to West 46. 8-minute delay. Traffic sponsored by Pierce Jewelers. See the diamonds at Pierce Jewelers. Diamond earrings, diamond pendants, diamond rings, and diamond bracelets. They shop the world to bring you the best. Shop local. Shop smart. Shop Pierce Jewelers. I'm Matt Bear on the 5s at WIBC Traffic.
Potential cannot be measured, and it can't be taken away from you either. You never know how strong you are, how capable, and how amazing you really are until you face a challenge. Our Franciscan Health orthopedic teams guide the steps you take to overcome life's hurdles. Be ready for the high fives, the constant encouragement and care plans designed for only you that help you realize your extraordinary potential. Learn more at franciscanhealth.org/orthocare.
This Black Friday, skip the lines and hit the gas. Now through December 13th, Financial Center is offering auto